Is the son of Andrew and Ink Young. He has been in football for 4 years. He has also achieved Big 30 All-Star and D9 Region 2 All-Star. He has lettered 4 years in football and 3 years in wrestling. He is also Student Council President, Varsity Club President, a member of Peer Helpers, and National Honor Society. His future plans including attending college to study law. Where does he see himself in 10 years? Working a career that I enjoy with a family and a couple of dogs. His best memory is winning the District 9 championship in the snow. His advice to his teammates is to slow down and enjoy every moment. You so young. Now for cheerleading. Sophia Behringer. Sophia is the daughter of Claudia and Andreas Behringer. She is being escorted by her host, parents, Marklin and Derek Brown. Her future plans are to be a therapist and have her own office. Where does she see herself in 10 years? Hopefully having a little family and a cute beach house. Her favorite cheer memory is cheering and making connections with the girls. Her advice to teammates, always remember whoever's trying to bring you down is already below you. Sophia Behringer. Marching band and color guard. Devin Carpenter. Devin is the daughter of Dan and Savannah Carpenter. She has participated in the color guard for 3 years. She has been an artist of tap dancing at the neighborhood school of dance for the past 8 years, along with tap and jazz classes. She is also an assistant dance teacher as well. She enjoys helping young dancers have fun through dancing. Devin will be graduating a Girl Scout this year. She has been a member of the GSWPA Girl Scouts of Western Pennsylvania for 12 years, accomplishing junior and bronze awards, completing several community projects, and learning many life and outdoor skills while making memories and friendships with her fellow scouts. Devin has also been part of the yearbook committee for her entire 6 years of high school, holding positions as editor, co-editor, vice president, and currently is the yearbook president. Her future plans after graduating are to continue working in the automotive field, obtain her CDL, and drive my big rig. Where does she see herself in 10 years? In 10 years, I see myself driving across the country just like my dad, coming home to a family on a farm with my 18 cats. Her advice to teammates is you don't inspire your teammates by showing them how amazing you are. You inspire them by showing them how amazing they are. Devin Carpenter. Aiden Clark. Aiden is the son of Aaron and Jessica Clark. He has been in marching band for 5 years. He lettered in soccer 4 years and track and field 3 years. He has been in the drama club for 3 years, spring musicals 3 years, PMEA district band, choir 2 years, and jazz band 4 years. His future plans include going to Pitt for geology. Where does he see himself in 10 years? I see myself as a geologist and going on walks and hikes in nature. Aiden Clark. Lily Madison. Lily is the daughter of JT and Carrie Madison. She has been in the marching band for 6 years and a drum major for 3 years. She lettered in soccer 3 years, 3 years in track, in which she was the captain last year, and bocce lettering once. She is also a member of the Varsity Club, chorus, band, jazz band, chamber singers, drama club, spring musical, fall play, enrichment, French club, peer helpers, GSA Gator News, and National Honor Society. Her future plans include attending a 4-year undergrad university for a pre-med degree, going to medical school, doing my residency, and then joining Doctors Without Borders. Where does she see herself in 10 years? Finish up my dermatological residency. Her best memory was winning a stand war against Smethport with the Hay Song, aka Gator Chomp. Her advice to her teammates is to keep working hard and it will go a long way. Before you know it, you're helping kids with things you used to struggle with. Lily Madison. Raylyn Meacham. Raylyn is the daughter of Chelsea Meacham. She is being escorted by Chelsea Meacham and Brenda Beveridge. She has been in marching band for 4 years. She has been a drum major for 2 years. She is also involved in the musicals, plays, jazz band, chamber singers, chorus, Student Council, and National Honor Society. Her future plans include attending school for a degree in music education. Where does she see herself in 10 years? Teaching in a city or up on the stage somewhere. Her best memory was attending the Redbank Valley game and winning by 1 point, then seeing the whole community come together. Her advice to her teammates is to practice as much as possible and always listen to the upperclassmen and directors. Raylan Meacham. Okay. Jersey Gamut. Jersey is the daughter of Kevin and Christina Gamut. She has participated in the color guard for 6 years and has been a captain for 3 years and is a member of the Varsity Club. She has lettered and cheered 2 years and has been a softball manager for 2 years. Her future plans are to attend college for education. Where does she see herself in 10 years? Owning my own home with a career in teaching. Her best memories are bus rides in Kennywood. Her advice to her teammates is to remember not to stop trying, even if it feels like you will never succeed. One day you will. Jersey Gamut. Congratulations to all the seniors today.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Gator Field for today's game between the visiting Redbank Valley Bulldogs and your Port Allegany Gators. We're about 31 minutes away from kickoff, and we're going to do a little recap here as we just wrapped up Senior Day activities, honoring the senior football players, cheerleaders, marching band members, and color guard members. So Redbank Valley comes in here at 2-0. So does Port Allegany. These teams are very familiar with each other. This is a rematch of the 2023 District 9 Class A title game, in which Redbank Valley defeated Port Allegany 26-7. Port Allegany had a few miscues and missed opportunities down in Redbank, so they're hoping to rebound today. Like I said, both teams come in here at 2-0. A recap of Week 1, how did we end up here? Port Allegany defeated Keystone 35-18. In that game, Aiden Bliss ran 33 times for 268 yards. He was one of 2 Gators that ran for over 100 yards that game. Tristan Kaiser also had 144 yards on the ground on just 8 carries. Redbank Valley in Week 1 had Union AC Valley. They defeated the Falcon Knights 49-13. Braylon Wagner, the star quarterback for the Bulldogs, was 21 for 30 with 325 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, and all. Sorry about that, folks. We're having a little technical difficulty up here. But a recap of Week 1 for Redbank. Down in New Bethlehem, they defeated the Falcon Knights 49-13. Braylon Wagner threw for 325 yards and 3 touchdowns, and also had a pair of rushing touchdowns. He was 21 for 30 in his passing attempts. And then in Week 2, they played Brockway. They were able to sack quarterback Aiden Patton 8 times and had 3 picks. So a staunch defense the Bulldogs bring in here today. Wagner was 20 for 37 with 222 yards passing, and he did throw 2 picks. He had only 6 interceptions thrown all of last season. And you'll probably remember last week, Port Allegany's shellacking over in Smethport. Port beat the Hubs 73-6. It was 53-0 at halftime. Aiden Bliss ran for 127 yards and had 4 touchdowns. We also had a pair of pick sixes. Bliss returned one for 35 yards, and Liam Hoover returned one for 23 yards. That started the scoring in the second half for the Gators. Jumping in on the rushing side, also for the Gators last week, was Isaac Postaway and Kellen Vayu, each scoring once. And the Gators amassed 468 yards of total offense, and 347 of those came on the ground. So these two teams have a very different play style. Port Allegany is going to want to run smash mouth football, and Redbank Valley is going to try throwing it all over the yard here today. A little windy here at Gator Field. Clouds rolling through. We did have a shower here before game time. Field's holding up very well, so we'll see how weather plays an impact in today's game and if that's going to limit Redbank or change their strategy at all. So like I said, we're about 27 minutes away from kickoff here. The crowd is starting to file in. And if you're in the area, please stop on down. It's going to be a great game. A pair of undefeated teams, District 9 Class A championship game rematch. Today on the call we have Doug Archer and Carrie Hauber. They'll be doing your play-by-play in color. And we also have some other members of the Gator Network. Dan Funk will be our technical director today, as Dave Bartlett is vacationing in Ireland. We also have Connor Valentine up here helping with the soundboard and cameras. And on the rooftop cameras, we'll have Randy Andriano and myself, Jeremy Morey, and Jason Stake will probably be stepping in as well. So it proves to be a great day for football. So we'll leave you now, and we'll join in here closer to kickoff. And this has been the Port Allegany School District Gator Network pregame show. Thank you.
Sounds good. Just give me the thumbs up and I'll unmute. Yep. No, this is mine.
That's not mine. Mine is over there. If I'm down on the track, though, am I going to be able to see all the players? I'm not going to
Good on rain. Shut your camera. You run up here. Shut off and run. Yeah, grab and go.
Grab and go.
Just grab and go.
It's up to you. Whatever you guys think you get.
Is the sound board on? No. So,
Off or stay.
muted is down.
You're fine. I bumped into Mr. Crown a couple times last week. It's going to happen.
Good afternoon and welcome to Gator Network. Today we bring you live stream action with a matchup between 2-0 Port Allegany Gators and 2-0 Redbank Bulldogs. I'm Doug Sarcher. I'm joined with Carrie Hoover today. Carrie, have we got a game today?
Yes, we do.
This is the one you circle when you see that schedule at the beginning of the year. These teams have created quite a long-distance rivalry as the District 9 Class A championship has been represented by either Port or Redbank in the last 4 years. Some history on this young rivalry, Carrie. 4 years ago, the Gators sneak into the playoffs, beat Keystone, and jump on Redbank 14-0 in the first quarter before falling to the Dogs in the D9 semifinal. The following year, the Gators beat them here at home in a tight game, a 1-point win, and then go on to win the District 9 championship. Last year, Redbank gets the upper hand, winning a regular season game and then a playoff game. This year feels no different, as both teams start strong or have started strong this year, and no doubt we'll have them meeting again in the playoffs, despite today's outcome. Carrie, how does this game differ from last year's games, with the turnover from the graduating classes and just how the teams have evolved since last year?
Yeah, Doug, we talked, Jeremy mentioned in the pregame that, Redbank Valley is going to come in here and pass. Port Allegany is going to look to run. That's, very similar to last year. But you and I were talking pregame. We have a few question marks. Who's going to win the turnover battle? In week one, Port Allegany had 4 in the first game. Frankly, it felt like they let Keystone hang around by doing so. So who's going to minimize the mistakes this week? On the flip side, for Redbank Valley, they sacked Brockway 8 times last week, intercepted him 3 times, and forced 2 fumbles. So, is the weather going to play a factor? We hope and think that the rain is cleared for the day. If it comes back, is that going to play a factor? A couple other question marks we were talking about. If you're Redbank Valley coming into this game, you're going to key on Aiden Bliss. You know that Port Allegany likes to run the ball. Is Port Allegany going to open up the playbook a bit? Maybe some quick screens, maybe look to go downfield a little bit. So far, each quarterback, Nick Wilfong, Brennan Philhart, they've been, taking safe throws. One of the guys is 7 for 9, one's 7 for 10, no interceptions. I think they've played a little bit safe so far, and we'll see if the coaching staff opens up the playbook a little bit. On that note, when Philhart comes in at QB, and he will, maybe we'll see something, maybe a wrinkle with Nick Wilfong. Last week against Smethport, Nick ran a little end around. Maybe we'll see like an end around pass. On the flip side for Redbank Valley, Jackson Huffman, he's one of their wide receivers. Last year, he was their quarterback when Wagner was out in the district final game. So, perhaps Redbank could mix it up and do something with him. question mark for is Port Allegany going to jam the Redbank wide receivers? Last year, Mason Klaus, Owen Klaus, Ashton Kale, as Gator fans, we're happy to see those guys graduate and move on with it, whatever they're doing with their lives.
Yes.
But they were tremendous football players, and last year they kind of ran and got a lot of receiving yards. Are the Port Allegany cornerbacks going to jam them a little bit off the line, try to throw them off their route? That's going to be something we're going to be looking for. We think that Port Allegany's defensive line has the advantage, maybe a slight advantage. Carson Neely, Yuso Young, Aiden Bliss coming in from the linebacker spot, Tristan Kaiser off the edge. There's a lot of athletes on this Port Allegany defense. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. A couple other things that I mentioned to you, Kaiser and Vayu, I call them the X factors. A lot of the attention has been on Aiden Bliss for all the yards that he's gotten over the last 2 weeks, and rightfully so. But Tristan Kaiser's kind of, flown under the radar. Jeremy mentioned that in week 1 he had 144 yards. After 2 games, he's at 231 yards. Doug, listen to this stat. He's averaging 21 yards a carry. Now, that's only on 11 carries, but 21 yards a carry is pretty impressive.
That sounds like yards per catch.
Yeah, it sounds like a receiving stat. So, I put them down as X factors. And Aiden Bliss is averaging 9.4 yards a carry. So, the Gators are getting big chunks of yardage on the run or with the run. And then the other X factor I would say is, coming up from New Bethlehem, long bus ride. I put in Google Maps to see how far that is. Depending on which way you come, 102 miles one way. Port Allegany made that trip down to New Bethlehem last year. Not a fun bus ride. You're a little bit cramped getting off. So we'll see how quick Redbank starts, having to make that trip, and maybe that'll become maybe they'll start slow. We'll see. So we're looking forward to a great matchup here today. This is going to decide a lot of things. I know it's only week 3, but all eyes are on Gator Field today to see what happens in this matchup.
Yep, thanks, Kerry. We talked a little bit also about the weather and how we thought that might affect the game. Last night we had quite a bit of rain. And, a shocking amount of game cancellations yesterday was kind of the big story this weekend, and the scramble to get those games in today, and then how that affected your youth football with all these refs being needed to finish some games. A number of games didn't play. A number of games started and didn't finish. So just a wild weekend I don't think we'll ever forget. And then cap it off with really the game in District 9 today here in Port Allegany at the Swamp. It's not raining now. We did get a quick little shower, maybe one more expected. I don't think the weather will be as big a factor as we were maybe hoping for.
Yeah, Doug, we, like you said, it's been kind of a wild night last night with, some games getting to completion, some not starting, some, stopping midway. And, a lot of those games are carried over to today. Referees, there's not a ton of referees in the league. We appreciate all the refs that ref throughout District 9. And, we thought that this was going to be, I think this is all eyes are on this game. We thought maybe we'd see, other towns coming over to watch this game because we'd be the only game in town on Saturday. But, the weather kind of affected things. And, we expect a good crowd here today and probably a lot of views on the Gator Network from people that are playing in other games or watching other games and kind of want to keep an eye on things here and see what happens here. So,
no doubt, Kerry. And we're going to take a second. We're going to break away, and then we'll come back to you for the national anthem and roster announcements.
Welcome to today's competition. The PIAA reminds you that your admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by the students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. A reminder that Port Allegany High School is a drug-free zone and that all drugs, alcohol, and tobacco are banned on school grounds. Thank you for your support and following these rules.
Oh yeah, she's hiding in the van. You see her over there. That's alright. She's hiding in the van.
Welcome to the field, your Port Allegany Gators. Your starters for offense, quarterback junior number 8, Nick Wilfong. Running back junior number 31, Aiden Blitz. Running back junior number 15, Kristen Kaiser. Wide receiver sophomore number 4, Kellen Bayou. Wide receiver senior number 5, Kelvin Burgess. Wide receiver sophomore number 2, Liam Hoover. Tight end senior number 24, Jake Causer. Left tackle senior number 70, Yuso Young. Left guard senior number 51, Carson Neely. Center junior number 76, Ethan Tarbach. Right guard senior number 58, Tyler Philhart. And at right tackle junior number 67, Braden Babcock. At this time, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, followed by the Port Allegany alma mater.
All right, we're back to the field here, getting set for kickoff. Carrie, after a night of wicked storms that, postponed, shut down a bunch of games, it's looking like a gorgeous Saturday right now. The sun is shining.
Yeah, it really is. I think we might have dodged the weather, at least for the next couple hours. It was a little iffy overnight. A lot of those games we mentioned earlier either got postponed or delayed halfway through the game, and it looks like we're going to have a beautiful day here for football.
Yeah, quickly, I'd like to recognize our cheerleaders before this game gets started. We have senior Sophia B-Ringer, Alexis Bennett, junior, Brittany Furman, freshman, Trinity Hamilton, junior, Savannah Hart, junior, Rashea Johnson-Graves, junior, Phoenix Kielmeyer, freshman, Madeline Laniger, freshman, Lillian Reed, captain, she's a sophomore, Millicena, junior, Serenity Schroll and Bella Schaefer, both managers, and Terry Austin, head coach. Thank you, Terry. She's been doing this a long time, does a fantastic job. Assistant coach, Alexis Reed. Captain's out on the field now, waiting for the coin toss. There's a bit of a breeze that kicks up now and again, Carrie. Maybe a factor in the passing game. The flag is definitely blowing north to south, it looks like.
Port Allegany has won the toss and has elected to receive the opening kickoff.
Gators will receive the opening kickoff.
Yeah, that's always the big question mark. If you win the toss, do you want to get the ball, score first, or do you go on defense, try to shut them down, set the tone? I don't know if there's a right or wrong answer either way, but the Gators like to take the ball first, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, by judging the flag there, I'd say it looks like a bit of a crosswind probably.
So we've got Bliss and Kaiser back deep for the Gators.
Fricko to kick off for the Redbank Valley.
Karen Fricko, senior,
Bliss and Kaiser
kicker.
to return for the Gators.
Kicker for Redbank. That's number 88.
Yeah, I know the game is just getting started, but, we keep track, or at least I keep track of the Doug Archer all-name team, and I think we're going to nominate that one for today's game.
Karen Fricko. I hope I get his first name right. Great name. Solid kick. Kicks it deep. It's going to go into the end zone. Gators going to let it go. Great.
Fricko kicks it out the back of the end
Great
zone
kick.
for a touchback. Gators will start 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Gators at their 20. Burgess is the wide receiver closest to the home side. Will Fong at quarterback. Bliss sidecar and the shotgun.
You're good on that right there.
Gives it to Bliss inside. He bounces right. He's got room. Making tacklers miss and dragging number 10 across the 40-yard line. That's going to be a Gator first down.
Nice patient run by Aiden Bliss. Followed his pulling guards. Looked like Jake Causer was making a nice block downfield. Good sign for the Gators.
Solid blocking there on that first carry for Bliss. Again in the shotgun, Bliss sidecar. He's going to do the same thing. He goes off the left side this time. He's going to power forward, keep his feet, drag the Redbank defender to the 50-yard line. Just short of a first down.
7 brings up 2nd down 3.
So far, good push from the offensive line here, Kerry.
Yeah, the Gator coaching staff has to feel positive about how they've started on these first two plays. A manageable 2nd and 3 here.
Vayu at wide receiver now on the near side. Wilfong in shotgun. Backs to each side of him. He's going to give it to Kaiser this time. He works outside. He's got some room. He's got the edge, and he's going. One tackle to beat. Number 16, Jackson Huffman, just gets enough to get him out of bounds.
Yeah, if you're Redbank Valley, you have to key on Aiden Bliss, but But we tried to emphasize pregame that you can't fall asleep on Tristan Kaiser. I want to point out number 4, Kellen Vayu, put his Redbank Valley guy on his back. That's a heck of a block there. That's what's going to spring plays for the Gators.
I think carry Kaiser's holding that 21-point rush average per carry on that.
Yeah, might increase
maybe
it a
up
little bit.
it. Under center this time. Wilfong gives it to Bliss. He works outside. This time he meets a trio of defenders.
Aiden Bliss on the carry.
But a solid gain of, 4 yards, maybe 5 yards.
Gain of 4, second down 6.
Yeah, Aiden Bliss kind of initiated the contact there. Number 16 was coming in to make the tackle, who's at Jackson Huffman. So, Bliss is a load. He's very difficult to tackle. It's going to take more than one guy to bring him down.
Yeah, it really does carry. Every carry, the first man is not going to bring down Aiden Bliss, and sometimes the second and third. Out of the shotgun, Wilfong gives it to Bliss. Off the left side, Kaiser lead block. Bliss is going to have the first down.
Bliss on the carry, and another Gator first down.
Gators rolling here on offense.
Yeah, the Gator offensive line is getting a surge, which, from a Gator perspective, hopefully that continues. They're winning the battle right now.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Carson Neely just blocking, to the whistle, putting a guy on his back. We've seen that for 4 years.
Nick Wilfong again under center, I formation. Going to pitch it out to Kaiser. Tries to make a man miss, breaks a tackle. Gets swung down, though. That's number 16, Huffman again. Big tackle by Huffman for Redbank.
Yeah, good open field tackle by Huffman.
Goal from the 9.
Huffman's a great athlete. He, plays wide receiver, but he stepped in last year in the district title game, played quarterback, threw 344 yards. I mean, he can do it all.
Wilfong again under center. It's 2nd and 9. 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Right up the middle with Bliss. Keeps his feet. He's not going to go down. Touchdown, Gators. It looked awfully easy, Kerry.
Yeah, the offensive line is getting a great surge, and Bliss has a couple yards before he has that first contact, and like we said, he's going to be difficult to tackle. So Gator fans are pretty happy with the way we started here, and see if we can keep it rolling.
Jared Funk for the extra point. Nick Wilfong to hold. Whoa. Might have had offsides there. Gators will go for 2 now.
Offsides on Redbank.
Yeah, I don't think Carson really liked getting knocked over on that play. That's not the guy you want to make angry.
Reality is, Kerry, that's probably the only time he's going to get knocked backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
Gators will go for 2.
So they're going to think about going for 2 here, it looks like. Why not? The offensive line's getting a great surge. Why not?
You get that little extra yardage. Wilfong out of shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and he walks in untouched. Nick Wilfong.
For the 2-point conversion. That caps a 7-play.
Wow.
Drive, and the Gators lead.
Gators take the opening drive down the field for opening score with 9 minutes to play, Kerry, in the first quarter.
I can't say that's what I expected to happen. That that was a nice drive. It's going to come down to every point here. So being able to go for 2 there, get it. I mean, 2 years ago, Port Allegany won 8-7 right here on this field. So
we just got to get him to come play here more often.
Yeah. What do we say? 102 miles one way. That's not a fun bus ride for either team.
So maybe a slow start for Redbank. We'll see if they can come up with some answers. But that was one of our biggest questions in pregame. Felt like Redbank had lost some defensive people, and stopping this run was going to be a challenge. And on the first drive, it was.
Yeah, and we mentioned, Mason Klaus, Owen Klaus, Ashton Kale, and obviously the guys that are still playing. There was another guy, number 55, Brandon Ross. He seemed to be all over the field last year, so he's another guy from a Gator perspective, we're happy to see graduate. So we wish him well with whatever he's doing.
Funk with a good kick, gets it down to the 15. Number 3, it's going to bring it up, gets it just past the 30. That was Drew Byers, senior. It's a name we'll probably call often today.
Yeah, Drew Byers, a small, shifty, running back who's got a lot of carries here over the last few years. But Redbank, they're known for their passing prowess. So we'll see if the Gators can get a surge here. Chase Wagner around a little bit.
Wagner in the shotgun. Looks like Eastlick to his side there. He's going to give it to him right up the middle. He's met immediately by 51, Carson Neely.
Neely with the tackle.
Short gain for Redbank.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down 9.
Go ahead. I got you off it.
Again, shotgun, 3 wide. Eastlick is the sidecar back. 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. He's got an open receiver. Well, bit of a little screen there. The ball goes in the grass. He short-armed that one, Kerry.
Yeah. Yuso Young was bearing down on him on the left-hand side there. That's a strong side over there. No disrespect to the right side, but we've got Yuso Young and Carson Neely on one side. That's a pretty tough side.
Same formation. Again, looking downfield. It's got an open man. The defender fell down. Gets back up, makes the tackle. That's Kellen Vayu on the tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Wilfong slipped a little bit. And,
well, it's Wilfong.
The weather overnight,
Yep.
We said might play a factor, and at least on that play, appears that it might have.
Wilfong on the tackle.
So trips over here on this side, Doug. See if they come this way.
Trips again. They like their bubble screens out of this, tunnel screens. They're going to give it to Eastlick inside. Tough yards. Maybe gets 2.
Eastlick on the carry. Gain of 2, 2nd down 8.
I'll wait till
You got to tell somebody. You got to tell them. Oh. Again, shotgun. Triplets on the near side. Eastlick is going to pass protect. He's throwing downfield. Good coverage. Great coverage this time. Wilfong was all over it.
Broken up by Nick Wilfong.
Wagner put it, right where, it was either going to be caught by Jackson Huffman or not be caught at all. That was a, beautiful pass. Wilfong was right where he needed to be.
And those are the type of pass plays you expect from this offense. Gators were ready for it. Shotgun again, triplets this side. Eastlick, he moves him over to his left side. Short pass, got a bullet in there to 16. He caught it. Gets tackled at around the Gators 30. That's a dangerous passing catch play there.
Or a Bulldog 1st down.
Good tackle by the Gators, though. That's the type of pass that can go the distance.
Yeah, Huffman appears to be the favorite target so far. He comes into the game with 14 catches, 154 yards. Tacks on a couple more there.
Yeah, definitely a weapon, a big weapon for those guys. Week 1, he had 112 yards receiving. Good pressure by the Gators here. Wagner's looking, can't find anybody. We got a flag down in the secondary. Oops, sorry. And
Forced out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Wagner's going to go out of bounds. That'll be a sack for the Gators.
Yeah, a couple Gators bearing down on him.
A team sack. But we do have a flag in the secondary. That could be kind of maybe defensive holding.
On the Gators.
That's a big yellow flag, Kerry.
Yeah, it is. Each team has come out and done exactly what we thought they were going to do. Port Allegany ran the ball. Redbank Valley sticking with a pass. Occasional runs, but, most of their big yardage is coming from passing. So the Gators are going to have to, figure out if they're going to get more pressure on Wagner or be able to cover these guys. So it's going to bring up a 1st down there with the hold.
1st down for Redbank. So like you said, Kerry, both teams coming out doing what they do, having success. We'll see if Redbank can finish off their drive or if the Gators can rise up here.
The 10-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Redbank likes that. They like this formation with the 3 wide receivers. It puts a lot of pressure on the secondary and linebackers. Looks like a blitz here from the Gators, and they are. That's Bliss coming. He throws deep. Good coverage, but no, number 10 is going to catch it. Number 10, Brecken Minnick, senior, with the touchdown.
I was just going to mention, when you said they've got trips one side, that puts a lot of pressure on the guy that's on the island having to go one-on-one.
You're almost guaranteed that one-on-one on the far side because the safety's helping on the triplet side.
So we've got a
little trickery here for the extra point, 2-point conversion. Lots of lanes. He wants to keep it, and he is. He's going to walk in.
Wagner is in for the 2-point conversion.
Wagner with the 2-point conversion. Redbank ties it up 8-8, all in the first quarter. We thought this was going to be a game, and the way it's starting out, Kerry, looks like it's going to be a back-and-forth offensive.
5:01 into the game, and it's 8-8. Each offense has kind of done what they're known for doing. Port Allegany running the ball, and Redbank Valley passing. So, the key to the game is going to be whether one team can disrupt the other's strength. So,
yeah, which defense can rise up and make the adjustments.
Fricko to kick off. Kaiser and Bliss to return for the Gators.
Bliss and Kaiser back to return. Fricko to kick it off.
A little too tight. There you go. Jason.
Oop, he mishandles. Bliss picks it up. He's going to come up the right side. Makes a man miss. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. And drags number 24 to the 36-yard line. That was Trenton Patton with the tackle.
Yeah, Bliss is not maybe your typical kick returner. That's maybe where you'd see, on a typical team, maybe Kaiser or Vayu, but it's tough not to put him out there. He shows how shifty he is and how much of a difference he can make.
Shifty and just the ultimate tackle breaker. Great vision also from Bliss. Injured player, that's 34 for Redbank. He's up on his feet. Trenton Patton, he's the one that made the tackle.
I wanted to tell a quick story from last week. Sitting in the stands over in Smethport, and I watched, Aiden, he ran a touchdown, he bowled a kid over, and then he helped the kid up. And, I just think that shows a lot about his character. I'm not sure I would have done that at, 16, 17 years old, is bowl somebody over and help him up. But that's just kind of the kid he is, and, just an easy kid to root for.
Yeah, that's good.
Wilfong looks to go under center. Bliss in the backfield. Gators with 2 wide receivers to the near side. Going to try to go outside with Vayu. He's got a gap. He breaks a tackle with a spin, then spins again to make a positive play out of it. Gets across the 40.
Vayu and Kaiser were my 2 X factors for today. I just, think the Redbank Valley is obviously going to be keying on Aiden Bliss, and the more they can mix it up a little bit with some misdirection with Kaiser and Vayu, the better off for the Gators.
Vayu on the far side now. That previous formation, he was lined up as more almost like a tight end. Came across. Wilfong under center. Bliss at fullback. Kaiser is the tailback. He's going to get pulled down, but he stays on his feet. He spins out. He gets the first down. He just spun around, refused to go down.
Heck of a job there by Kaiser. He kind of fell into the arms of Aiden Bliss. They weren't really sure what to do, but he kept going and chugged along for the first down.
Maybe not as known as Bliss as being the power back, but he's a strong kid. He's a weight room kid, and it showed on that play. Gators now in shotgun. Got an up back and a sidecar. Kaiser. Wilfong's just going to follow him up in. Gets a couple.
Wilfong on the keeper.
Out to the Gator or the Redbank's 46-yard line.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 yards there.
Gators continue to chug away with the run. Five minutes remaining in the first quarter. Wilfong gives the Bliss left side. He's got a lot of room. He has the first down and more. Bliss out to the sideline with a big gain.
Aiden Bliss on a carry for the Gators. Stopped at the Bulldog 23. And another Gator first down.
It looked like Huffman again on the tackle. Huffman's going to get a lot of tackles right today, I think, down the field.
Yeah, running to the left seems to be the strength of the Gators. You've got Carson Neely, Yuso Young. Looks like they've got a little bunch formation on the left here.
Wilfong out of this shotgun. Another pitch play to the end. He comes around. That's Kaiser. Stays on his feet. Redbank stands him up after another short gain.
Wilfong completes a shovel pass to Kaiser. Gain of 4. Second down 6.
So where are we at here? 2nd and 6? So the Gators are able to get at least 4 yards almost every play.
Wilfong out of shotgun. Vayu in motion. Bliss is going to follow him out. There's a lot of black jerseys over there. Bliss is going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Yeah, Redbank Valley knows it. Everybody knows it. You know that Aiden Bliss is going to get the ball. Like I said, that left side, you know, those are two very difficult guys to go against for Redbank. You know, Yuso Young, Carson Neely, and then if you can get past those guys, you get the challenge of taking down Aiden Bliss. Aiden, I think this year has showed a little more shiftiness that we didn't expect last year.
He is a solid all-around back that can really do it all. Jared Funk for the extra point. He nails it.
And the extra point by Funk is good.
And the Gators now 15 to Redbank 8.
And the Gators lead 15-8 with 3:55 remaining in the first quarter.
3:55 remaining in the first quarter.
I
Kerry.
think coming into the game, I wouldn't have predicted a shootout, and and maybe this pace won't continue, but I don't see that Redbank Valley has been able to stop the Gators. I mean, almost every play has been 4 yards or more, many going for way more than that. And on the flip side, Port Allegany hasn't proven that they can stop the pass. So either Port Allegany is going to have to put a better pass rush on to disrupt Wagner or obviously cover better. So this is exactly, this is a fan's game right here, watching two great offenses do what they do.
It is game of the week in District 9. Looking so far to be everything we thought it would be. A Gator-style shootout, which means just pound it on the ground. Right now, Redbank has no answers, and usually the run gets harder to stop as guys wear down on that D-line. Funk to kick. Got a low one. Bounces around the 30. Now down around the 20. Gets picked up by Redbank. He's going to carry it. He's got a little bit of room. That's number 11. Makes a good little gash. That's Rylan Rupp, senior. He kind of stuck it up in there, made something.
So back to what we talked about pregame, minimizing turnovers. In week 1, Port Allegany had 4 against Keystone, kind of let them hang around. Redbank Valley last week against Brockway, 3 interceptions, 2 forced fumbles. I mean, that can really make the difference on who wins the turnover battle. Looks like everyone's getting their rain jackets out here.
I see umbrellas popping up. A little bit of rain now. Redbank now, 4 wide this time. Eastlick is the back, 11 in motion. That's Rupp. Wagner looking left. He's got it wide open. No, not quite, but he makes the catch. Sorry about that. Number 7 tries to cut it back. Carson Gold with the big catch. I was looking at, I thought Minnick was breaking open, but the safety was over the top, and then Gold came open underneath.
Inside the 40-yard line at the Gators 39.
So far, Redbank receivers finding space.
Yeah, they really are.
Number 7 in motion gets Gold. Pass over the middle. It's a bullet, and it's caught. Wide receiver falls as he catches it. That's going to be another first down for Redbank.
And from a coaching perspective, if you're the Gators, what do you do? I mean, you can't let Wagner sit back there and have too much time. But if you blitz a linebacker, that takes extra coverage away. So
Gators going with a three-man line, putting more bodies in space in the passing game. Linebacker comes up, though. Another pass over the middle. A lot of Gators there. Bliss was close to getting his hands on that one. And the rain is really coming down now, Kerry.
yeah,
Which
I don't know if it'll be long. I mean, I'm looking around, see some blue skies kind of hanging around, but we'll see.
if it's a factor, you expect it to be a factor in the passing game. A little bit of a breeze now. Shotgun again.
If you're Redbank, maybe it makes it more difficult to pass, but if you're Port Allegany trying to, defend the pass, you might not be able to get your footing. So it's kind of a toss-up to who has the advantage.
Yep. Rain's kind of coming in sideways here.
Looks like
Wagner to pass. Some early pressure. He's got a wide-open receiver, but he puts a little too much on it. Safety was coming over. Funk was coming over. The corner was trailing a bit.
And back to my question earlier, Gavin Moses was blitzing on that play. So, I think the Gator coaching staff's just going to have to, mix and match who they blitz and try to put a little more pressure on Wagner and hope that, the cornerbacks and safeties can hang with their guys.
Three-man line again for Port. Wagner, though, under pressure with a three-man line, and he's going to be sacked.
Wagner sacked on the play by Ethan Tarbox.
Tarbox with the sack, and then helps Wagner back up.
Yeah, big Ethan Tarbox. He's been one of my favorite kids to coach over the years. Really nice kid, and knocks him down and picks him back up.
Anytime, Kerry, you can get a sack with a three-man line. That's a big win. 4th down for Redbank. Looks scanning the field. He's got a receiver. He hits him. He fumbles it, though, and the Gators are going to get it. Are they going to call it a catch?
It's either an incomplete or a fumble.
Pass is complete and rule a fumble.
Either way, it was going to be Gators' ball. I think the Gators rather he hadn't caught it. The field position would be a little better, but regardless, it's going to be Gators' ball. And it is pouring. I think he did catch that. He took a couple steps, and then he got hit.
Yeah, what do they say in the NFL? A football move,
Yeah. From up here, it looked like a catch.
Yeah.
I do have reading glasses on, and they do not see that far. Man, it is pouring, Kerry.
Yeah, so everything I said about blue skies, I don't know. But it's really coming down here.
Yeah, the umbrellas are out. It's freaking awesome to be in the booth. Yeah, good. A little bit of a breeze, too. Let's see how the Gators react now. They're deep in their own end here.
Yeah, see if the Gators can just hold on to the ball here and keep doing what they've been doing.
Wilfong and shotgun got it back to each side, Kaiser and Bliss. Oh, he fumbles the snap. He can't get a hand on it. They recover it, but that's going to be a safety.
Yeah, one play in.
Fumble recovered by the Gators in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, that's going to be a safety. So the ball already seemingly wet on the snap.
Yep.
Wilfong couldn't handle it, tried to recover it, wasn't able to grab it. By the time the Gators did get on it, it was across the goal line.
That's a huge turn of events. I always talk about momentum in sports, and, the Gators are hanging their heads a little bit coming off. They've been dominant.
Score is now 15-10.
Well, we often talk about weather being the great equalizer. These two teams seem evenly matched up, but the weather could be a factor for turnovers. That goes either way, Kerry. That one goes with Redbank.
So from the Gator perspective, they've got to just shake that off. They've, stuck to their game plan, done a good job, and, unfortunate miscue, and they'll go back to defense here, up 15-10. Redbank's got a couple, decent run backs so far, some, halfway decent field position so far. But we'll see how that affects the passing game for Redbank Valley.
Gators now, lead cut down. It's 15-10 with 2:15 still in the first. Gators now to kick it off to Redbank. That will, no doubt, Redbank will end up with some pretty good field position here. Unless Funk could drive this baby in the win. This one's going to drop around the 45, bounce towards the 50. Gators stop it. just before the 50.
Looked like Hauber was trying to pounce on that before it rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think on that play can you
If-
call that an onside or actually recover it as an onside. Would that be Gators' ball if he
Yeah, that'd be
recovered
Gators'
it?
ball if they
just
got
the
it right there.
same
Yep.
on a safety kick.
Yeah, I don't think there's any difference between. That's a great question. I mean, I've never really seen it. No, you can't. Can't. Like a punt. Okay. We had a meeting of the minds up here, and Mr. Savinsky set me straight and said that you can't recover it. So, Mr. Chris Rossetti down there. Thank you, Chris.
I've always wondered. You never can't say I've ever seen it.
I know you
And
never
I
really
guess that's why.
seen it as an option that you could recover.
But I believe in the NFL they actually punt it.
Yeah.
And it may be just a different rule with high school.
So good
Not
field
sure.
position for Redbank Valley.
This seems like an odd spot to me, Kerry. Because the ball went out
From where it was touched.
on the other side of the 50.
Yeah, I think they're about 4 yards off.
That's odd. Unless the ball, I don't know. Redbank now looking to take advantage of the ports or safety. Ooh, Eastlick shedded a tackle in the backfield and then runs for 12. They had him in the backfield, but nice power from Eastlick to slip out of that.
3 Gator defenders right there in the backfield, and credit to Eastlick for slipping out and getting the first down.
Maybe the jerseys are getting a little wet.
So here's that scenario. We got trips on one side. You got one guy on the other.
Yep, one-on-one up top.
Looks
He's looking left, though. Wagner looks to run, spins. A lot of black jerseys. He's going to go down for a no gain.
I don't know if that's a change in strategy, but it looked like there was a safety over top on that far side. So you've got the trips on this side. We'll have to count up the linebackers and kind of see what they have here.
Was that Funk over on that side?
So it looks like maybe McCurvey, who's typically in the 4-man front, looks like he's kind of the odd man out with a mobile quarterback like this.
3 wide again on this side. Bliss looking to blitz. He does. He gets picked up. Little pitch out play. That's going nowhere. That's a big loss. Gators all over the option.
So I think it's almost like a 3-3-man front. Tarbox, Young and Neely, 3 linebackers, and then 5. You got 2 safeties and 3 cornerbacks. That seems to be what they're doing. Because Capel's the safety over top. Funk's kind of playing center field.
Triplets to the near side. Wagner getting shotgun. This time looking left towards the 3. Got good pressure. He's looking to keep it. Got one man to beat. Gets tackled from behind. Short loss. That's Yuso Young.
Play chased down by Yuso Young.
Yuso runs it down from behind. Great speed from the senior.
4th down.
Yeah, Tristan Kaiser came up. Nice open field tackle, and Yuso Young helped take him down.
Finish it off.
So 4th down here. Looks like Huffman's in at punter. I don't like this from a Gator fan's perspective because Huffman could just tuck it and run. He could pass. I want to make sure this thing goes off before I'm turning and running.
Yeah, usually on this side of the 50, high school teams are gonna keep this. They're gonna go for it. He is gonna go for it.
I'd rather apply some pressure here.
Nope. What that was an option. They let him. He can decide if he's going to run or throw there, and if he feels like he can't make it, he's going to punt.
Yeah, I think Huffman had the opportunity to maybe tuck it and go there.
It's a hard play. It's a hard play to defend.
Leading the Bulldogs 15-10.
If you put an athlete back there punting and give him that option, it puts a lot of pressure on that special teams punt return to play a little defense.
Yeah, contrast that to Port Allegany's punter, who is one of the best overall athletes that we've had probably in our history, Carson Neely, but you're probably not going to do the run-pass option on a punt. No disrespect to Carson, but he's probably just back there to punt. Maybe on a short yardage you're going to say, hey, go get us a yard.
I would like to see him carry the ball. I guess we did see him carry the ball 2 weeks ago. Or was it last week? Gators like to do that with their senior linemen, get him a carry, get him in the end zone as the season goes. So the Gators really respond there after maybe the momentum shift and the defense holds up. Gators will get the ball back and it is now the start of the second quarter.
That's what I worried about for the Gators. You know, you're rolling the way you want to. You know, maybe your defense isn't exactly what you want it to be, but you're kind of cruising the way you want it to go. One miscue, you give up a safety. You know, don't let all the momentum go out of the room, you know, on one play. And, you know, they tightened up there on defense, made a stop.
Yeah, and credit to the coaching, because that's where that starts, that type of thing. Having your kids be able to keep their head up, have a short memory on a bad play, and just continue to play your game. Now, just as quick as the rain came, it's gone. The sun's breaking out. The field definitely is still a bit slippery. Wilfong shotgun, going to give it to Bliss. He comes near side. He's got a hole. He's getting up the sideline, and he's going to drag it back. Breaks a tackle. Finally down at the 50. Holy smokes. He's a tackle-breaking machine.
Yeah.
Jonathan Slack, senior, finally brings him down.
That run's about as good as it gets there. That's you know, classic Aiden Bliss run. I was just going to mention that Huffman was coming off the edge there, but he got hit by the pulling guard, and then Aiden did a great job of following his block and just wouldn't go out of bounds.
No answers from Redbank on stopping Aiden Bliss. Shotgun again. This time to Kaiser right side. Good blocking. Kaiser's going to break outside, now inside. Got a wide receiver block. Stays on his feet. He's out to Redbank, 35-yard line.
Yeah, Liam Hauver was making Liam Hauver was making a block downfield, and it looked like Kaiser was trying to read him, and I think if he'd have bounced outside, I think he had it, especially with his speed. But he went inside, and that's where the blocker was. But, you know, that's the beauty of having two really good running backs.
Yeah, good blocking by the wide receivers.
Yeah, I commented on Vayu earlier.
Yep. Shotgun. Back on each side. Going to give it to Kaiser again. Same play to the right side. Kaiser trying to get outside. He gets about 4.
Kaiser, the ball carrier.
Before he's tackled out of bounds.
Gain of 4, second down 6.
Yeah, I don't want to bring up the turnover word, but I think that's going to really, you know, be a factor here. Gators are cruising. Week 1, that kind of shut down a couple drives with some miscues. I don't want to jinx it, but if they can hang on to the ball here, they're kind of doing what we're expecting them to do.
Unstoppable. Wilfong shotgun. He's going to keep it and follow Bliss. He works outside. Stays on his feet. Wilfong's outside. Oh, he fumbles it, falls on it. Big gain by Wilfong, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that about turnovers out loud, but, you know, the coach in me wanted to yell, just tuck that ball away. Don't let anybody hit it.
Great job by the red squirrel, Nick Wilfong. He's as slippery as they get in the open field.
I think you just keep pounding it up the middle for the Gators.
Shotgun now, give it to Bliss, going left. He runs into a blocker, keeps his feet, though. It cannot be taken down. Takes 3 Redbank Bulldogs to get him to the ground. That was 59 and number 11 for Redbank. Rylan Rupp. JT Morris, sophomore, comes up and make his presence known.
So it's not like a second goal situation. They could get a first down, but they'd get all the way down to the 1. But they need to treat this like a second goal.
10 minutes and ticking in the second quarter. Gators looking to extend their lead. Plays coming in. Kaiser's in the backfield with Wilfong. Bliss is the up back. Gives it to Kaiser to the right side. Kaiser breaks it inside. Touchdown, Gators. Great push from the line. And Kaiser read it properly.
I love the play design there. You've got Kaiser in the backfield. You had Aiden Bliss off to the left. It looks like it's definitely going left. And then here comes Neely pulling around to the right. Aiden Bliss coming around to the right. Kaiser does a great job of following him. Great play. I think the rest of the district's going to know Tristan Kaiser's name before this is all said and done with.
Funk for the extra point. He is.
The extra point by Funk is good.
That caps a 6-play, 88-yard drive, and the Gators lead 22-10 with 9:43 remaining in the first half.
Gators extend their lead now to 22. This is the visitors 10.
Yeah, so
Redbank, no answers for the run game so far.
Yeah, Redbank Valley's going to get the ball in the second half. So I think if the Gators can get a big stop here or even a turnover, that can really put them in a good position going into half.
Ryland Rupp back to receive with, if I get a number there.
I'll jump in here real quick.
Eastlick is also back there.
Our pal Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network just yelled over, said that the Gators are averaging 11.3 yards a carry.
That's ridiculous. Oh, miscommunication. They let it go into the end zone. It looked like oh, got a late flag there.
Flag on the play.
So they got it into the end zone plus a penalty, so that's going to put Redbank Valley back deep. Yep, block to the whistle, not past the whistle.
I think he was a little upset because there was a miscommunication there. I think they planned to return it. He thought the other Redbank player was going to drop back. Instead, it dropped in. This gives
Yeah, that's
Redbank Valley.
That's tough for the Redbank Valley player. Like you said, you're not expecting a touchback, so you're ready to block. You know you've got 3-4 seconds to block, and
Gators looking to stop them here and end up with great field position themselves. But Redbank's dangerous here. There's a lot of field to work with.
Yeah, so
in a dangerous passing game.
Back to that defensive formation. Looks like a 3-3 with 3 cornerbacks, 2 safeties.
10 from their own 10-yard line.
We saw a lot of this when Brockway was throwing it all over. 3 years ago, a lot of teams went to the 3-man line and just flooded the pass lanes. The problem is it opens things up for the quarterback to run. But he finds an open guy here. He breaks inside. That's number 4. That's a real solid play for Redbank to get out of the end zone.
Wagner's pass complete to Monrian.
I saw Eden Bliss start to drift over. Thought maybe we'd see
first down.
Another pick 6 from last week. Doug, you're asking me to pronounce a name here. That's Brock Monrian. At least
Monrian, number 4.
That's what we were told pregame. So
it was a solid catch. Ooh, we have some early movement, I think, from Redbank. I think Redbank moved early. Both Gators jumped like they saw something there. But that's going to be against the Gators.
So Wilfong coming up to press here on Huffman. That was one of the things I mentioned pregame. Are we going to see a little bit more of that?
Kaiser sitting back outside, now moving inside. You got a receiver that way. That's 11. Kaiser in coverage. That's a nice catch. It looked like a little bit behind him. He had to kind of reach back for that. I think Kaiser was more in that mid zone, and as that guy runs through it, he picked him up.
Well, that was Burgess, the safety over top. See how they're set up here. They've got Wilfong press. They've got Burgess, number 5, over in the
Burgess top. Here on the near side?
Yep, right here.
Got another pre-snap penalty here.
Flag on the play, false start on the Bulldogs.
Then on the far side, you've got number 1, Julian Capel, as the safety. So I guess Burgess is kind of a corner, but he's just way back. Or it's almost like 3 safeties. You know what I mean? But I like bringing Wilfong up to put a hand in Huffman.
Yep.
Knock him off his track.
If he gets beat, Burgess is back there for that deeper play. Wagner looking, got pressure, gets away from it, rolls to his left. He's still looking, cuts it back, comes inside now. Big rush for the quarterback. He's going to get about 4 yards on that, maybe 5.
For a gain of 4.
That's kind of the blessing and the curse with Port Allegany's defensive line. You've got these big, strong, tough defensive linemen. But as far as chasing Wagner around on the field, that's not really their strong suit. So, they're flushing him out of the pocket, but then the linebackers are back trying to cover. So it's making it difficult on the Gators.
The 3-man rush opens things up for that rushing quarterback. Wagner now throws it under, got a man, catches it, hit immediately, but he's going to have the first down. 2 Gators there to make the tackle. Good hard throw from Wagner. He's making the right reads, Kerry. He's finding
really
the guys in the open spots, being patient. Not a lot of deep shots.
There have not been a lot of incompletions by Wagner.
Stays in shotgun, this time 4 wide with an up back. Again, this time almost picked off by Bliss. Bliss sits back there. Bliss will pick it off.
Yeah, I think Bliss will get one by the end of the day. He does a good job. We saw that against Smethport last week. Last year against Brockway, he picked off Braden Fox. He does a good job in pass coverage.
Last week he had the pick 6 against Smethport. He plays the pass very well for an inside linebacker, as good as you can play it. 3 wide now on the far side. 5 wide. 2 on this side. Wagner, pressure again. Rolls way back. Somehow slips it. Finds an open man. What a catch by 11. Tackled by Funk immediately, but what a play by Wagner to get away and find an open man. I thought he was going to run.
Yeah, it's a huge missed opportunity by the Gators. They were bearing down on Wagner. Needed to make the tackle there. Credit to Wagner for spinning out and finding his receiver.
All spotted at the 17-yard line.
I think that was number 10, Minnick. It was a great catch, had to reach. 3-man line again for the Gators, 4 wide. Got the number 4 staying in the block. Wagner looks to kind of scramble. He's going to scramble, breaks out to the right side. He's got some room. He's going to be met by the corner, though.
Wagner with a keeper. Brought down by Wilfong.
About got an 8-yard gain on that play.
Second down, 2.
That's the dangers of that rushing quarterback and your 3-man line. You have to pick your poison to defend these type of offenses.
Yep. I don't know if they have a spy. I don't know if Aiden Bliss is kind of spying or he just follows Wagner wherever he goes.
Yeah, it's something you might see in the second half if this is how they continue to move the ball. Got a short screen.
Go get it.
Might be a lateral.
Go get it.
Nope, they're going to rule that out. From our view, it's hard to see, but you got to play it like a lateral.
Yeah, sorry, the coach in me comes out every once in a while. I do a little youth coaching.
Play it till the refs call it, but
That's right.
From here the angle is hard to see. Pass was a little behind 11.
So if I was Redbank, I might think about just trying to run it and get a couple yards here to get the first down.
3rd and 2, your quarterback can get this against this. Nope, 11's going to drop it.
Yeah, now you're at 4th down.
4th and 2. Yeah, I would like a run there too from the quarterback.
Or if they would have had Byers or Eastlick in there, I would have probably got the 2 yards with them.
Yeah, Redbank is all but giving up on your run game other than the quarterback. And the ref there, he's going to tie the shoe.
Especially if the Gators are going to stick with this 3-man line, which I think is smart for the Gators to do. But if Redbank's just going to completely empty the backfield except for Wagner, then you know they're either going to pass or Wagner's going to run. This is a big play here.
It is. It is huge. 6 minutes in the second quarter. Is this a trick play?
Well, Wagner's over there getting the
I know.
So the
They're
clock
just going to take a timeout here.
Must be maybe run a few seconds off, take some time to think about it.
Timeout. Head coach calls timeout. They're
Redbank.
talking some things over.
Their first charge, timeout of the half.
Yeah, these are one of those plays that at the end of the game you look back, this could be the turning point, or this could be the point where Redbank Valley starts to make that comeback. Hope, from a Gator perspective, hopefully not, and hopefully the Gators can make a stop here.
Yeah, up to this point, this could be the play of the game.
They only need 2 yards. Wagner's shown that he can throw on the run, so if the Gators apply a little pressure, he sneaks out of the backfield. He can either throw it or run it, which makes it very difficult on the guys, the cornerbacks, the linebackers coming up. You've got to respect the pass, but you've got to respect the run. It's just it's a difficult situation. Glad I'm up here just talking about it.
Yeah. Pressure play for both sides. We'll see if the Gators stay in that 3-man line. As you get that field condensed down towards the goal line, I think it's a little easier to get in passing lanes. You're not worried about the deep ball. Now they're going to go with the back here. That's Monrayan. Maybe to help give him a little more time to make this pass. Yeah, he's going to help to the outside. He rolls to the left. Can't find a man. Going to bring it all the way back to the right. Runs through everybody. Wide open receiver. Left all alone. All that footwork from Wagner. The defense breaks down.
Yeah, the Gators are doing a great job of getting around Wagner, and they have to respect his athleticism, but they don't appear to be breaking down to make the tackle. So, those are missed opportunities there for the Gators.
Huge play from Redbank as they inch closer on the Gators' lead. Fricko for the extra point. And it is good.
The extra point by Fricko is good.
Redbank.
5:58 remaining in the second quarter. The Gators lead 22-17.
Redbank with 17. Gators still lead 22. Got 5:58 here to go.
Yeah, I thought this might be the score all game long. I mean, this isn't a halftime score I was predicting. So
Again, sun is out.
I knew those blue skies were behind there somewhere.
It's one of those kind of a fall day. It really is typical of a September to October kind of weather. Showers and sun.
We'll have to take a peek on those other games that, got rescheduled from last night. I heard through the grapevine that Smethport's game is not even rescheduled yet because of the lack of refs. So that's just kind of where we're at as a district. We just don't have, a ton of refs. We appreciate them doing it. It's a thankless job.
Yeah, call out for other people looking to make a little extra money. There is work out there for officials. Fricko to kick. It's high. Right down around the 12-yard line. Kaiser with it. Keeps his feet. He's got a big gap. He's got the kicker to beat. He beats the kicker. Kaiser should go the distance here. He's not going to be caught. We got a flag. Something on the sideline here. We got a flag here.
Kaiser with a kickoff return for a Gator touchdown.
We got a flag on the Gators sideline.
There is a flag on the Gator sideline.
This is strange. This will drive a coach crazy.
I don't know if you have a sideline.
Or unless it was the coach.
I'm not sure what happened. There wasn't much action over here as far as players go.
Something said or.
Sideline warning or.
Sideline warning against the Gators.
Okay.
Touchdown is good. It's a sideline warning. Maybe players got on the field. A lot of times your coaches get out on the field a little bit. They're going to get that warning the first time. So
yeah, that'll drive a coach crazy. So if any of my youth kids are watching, that little white line behind the out of bounds, that's where you're supposed to stand, back. That'll drive a coach crazy. So.
It's not uncommon to have somebody designated. That's their job. You see it in the big league. I mean, to keep people back, just watching, get them back.
So what did I say about Tristan Kaiser? I thought by the end of the day here, the rest of the district, if they already didn't know Tristan Kaiser's name, I think they're going to know it by the end of the day.
Yes. Great job by him coming right up the middle, and then his speed is electric.
He had Aiden Bliss over here as a lead block, and I thought maybe he was going to come up this near side, and he saw an opening. And
Gators are going to go for two. Phil Hart in the game. Bliss is going to take it, though, right up the middle. Powers forward.
2-point conversion by Bliss is good.
And it's good. The Gators answer.
9-yard kickoff return. Tristan Kaiser, number 5:44 remaining in the second quarter. The Gators lead 30-17.
The Gators did that 2-point conversion play last week against Smethport, and I remember whoever I was sitting next to, I said, I don't know, I think I want to save that for the Redbank Valley game so they haven't seen it. But, hey, it worked again. I think that's Carson Neely's spot right in front of you, so he's probably going to get you 2-3 yards every time with Aiden Bliss running behind him.
And if he doesn't, Bliss will get the other 2. So Gators answer in dramatic fashion. The score 30. The visitors 17. The sun is out, and now it is raining again.
Yeah, credit to our crew. Randy Andriano up top. I think Jeremy Morey's up there running cameras. Jason Stakes running around here somewhere.
Again, at halftime, Jeremy Morey will be down here and kind of talk about what each team needs to do or continue to do. And Redbank's definitely going to have to go back to the drawing board on how to stop the Gators' rushing attack. Funk with a good kick. This is right down the middle. Oh, it goes over the head of number 3. He misplays it. He's all the way back at the 10. He has some space to work here, though. He's coming near side, looks to cut back. He's going to be dropped at the 27-yard line. Looks like maybe Isaac Post weighed in on that tackle.
Yeah, it looked like Chase Boyd was down around his ankles. Isaac Postaway finished it off.
Gators are going to take a timeout here. Going to talk about defense. Coaches are going to get them ready. And what to expect from Redbank here.
Yeah, I like the game plan by the Gator coaching staff on defense. I think that the linebackers are just a half a second away from making a pick. The defensive linemen are getting a surge. They just have to break down in the backfield and bring them down. They're in position. It's just I think if they can make a stop here, 5:34 left to play. Redbank Valley gets the ball in the second half. That's going to be a huge amount of momentum for Port Allegany going into the half. We don't want to keep trading touchdowns here. Redbank Valley scored a lot of points over these last couple of years. They know how to score.
Gators back to a 4-man line now. Going to try to bring a little bit more pressure.
Yep, with Aiden Bliss.
5 now with Bliss up on the line. He's going to drop back. Wagner scanning the field. He's got an open 16. He's wide open. He's got one man to beat. Funk is going to bring him down at the Gators 25. Yeah. They're playing a bit of a zone there. He gets in the open space. The safety has to come over.
Off the get-go, I didn't really like the matchup there. You had Wilfong on Huffman, and then you had a linebacker, Gavin Moses, on their cornerback or their slot guy, which drew Moses up. I don't know. That was a tough sequence there. So now they have Burgess over top. I like this a little bit better.
This ball gets tipped at the line. I think that was Yuso Young.
Batted down at the line of scrimmage by Yuso Young.
That first down play, they only had Gators only had 2 guys covering on that side. They had Funk as center field, which that's tough to cover the whole field because you've got trips on one side, 2 guys on the other. I like this setup better with Burgess over here, Funk more in the middle, and then now you've got Capel. So this is back to that you got 3-3.
Help over the top.
Here comes Bliss.
Wagner, man in motion. Wagner looks left. He's got a man right open over the middle. It's going to be met immediately, but a good gain and looks to be a first down.
Wagner finds route for another Bulldog first down.
That's Rylan Rupp. Finding some room over the middle.
That's the tough thing. The Gators blitz Aiden Bliss that takes him out of those drop zones. But, hey, Gators are taking chances. That's what you've got to do. You can't let Wagner sit back there. And
a sack is huge, though, if you get it, Kerry. So you try to bring that pressure. Great coverage. Outstanding coverage by the Gators.
Yeah, great.
Is that Burgess?
Yeah, great job by Burgess.
Burgess is all over that route.
Gets that outside hand back around. That was a nice play.
Second down and 10, Redbank.
Second and 10.
Plays coming in.
So Redbank Valley being such a pass-heavy team, you get an incompletion on first down, then it's second 10, where, typically a run-pass team is going to get 3-4 yards maybe on first down.
Wagner now scanning the field, looks to rush. He's going to keep it. Nice spin move. And down.
Wagner on the keeper, flag on the play.
Took a pretty good shot there, getting up a little slow. There is a flag. We've got some laundry on the field, Kerry. That's on the far side.
Holding against Redbank Valley.
Yeah, and Wagner took a shot there at the end of the play, which you hate to see.
Well, when you get wrapped up in the bottom, you're spinning for more yards. That safety coming down, it's a risky proposition. But that holding call.
Yeah, that's big. That's going to push him back.
It is big.
The clock's not really a factor here. Gators just have to tighten up
But they'll. All right.
It's up 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line.
So
it's like 3-man rush. I wouldn't mind
so
seeing
is it
Kaiser.
second down or third down here?
It's
second. Okay. Quick pass underneath. Good, almost. Whoa, man, big shot. Yuso Young coming out from his defensive line position.
Yuso Young with the stick.
You don't want to be a wide receiver getting tackled by Yuso Young.
Huffman's getting up a little slow there. He kind of got crunched by Tarbox and the cornerback, the safety coming up.
I think those short throws are risky now for Redbank with the Gators now.
Yeah, I think
playing up so tight.
I think if you're Redbank, you go back to those quick slants, those skinny posts.
3 wide, far side, 11 in motion. Wagner looks right, then throws it left. Another screen. That's number 10. He breaks a tackle. I think that's Minnick. Minimal gain for Redbank. It's going to be 4th down.
To Minnick. Short gain brings up 4th down and 8.
Redbank Valley makes those athletic plays on those screens, but coming back against the grain towards the middle of the field, that's where guys like Carson Neely are. That's where Gavin McCurvey is. That's not where you want to go. You want to keep those plays outside if possible.
Official timeout.
3:28 remaining. The clock is stopped. We have the officials timeout. Talking to a player on the field there. Is he getting equipment adjusted? Turf in the helmet. He's looking to take a souvenir home.
So 4th and 8. This, we don't want to say the play of the game, but this is a huge play here.
I feel like every play feels like the play of the game in a matchup like this. It's like a playoff game, Kerry, and every single play is critical. 5 wide again. Wagner not liking what he's seeing, but he's got time. He's got a lot of time. Gators move him off his spot finally. He doesn't see the defender. Interception! Interception! There's nobody there.
Yeah.
He's going to go all the way.
No one's going to catch him either.
That's Kaiser. Holy smokes. Touchdown, Gators. The place. Oh, we got another late flag on the sideline. It shouldn't matter.
I'd make him stand on the track if that's going to become an issue. Get back off the field, guys.
If this is being on the field, this one will count. Now, will it come up on the kickoff? Tristan is taking this game over.
Yeah, he really is.
On special teams, defense. Wow. This is fun, Gary.
Yeah, Wagner had so much time there. That was starting to scare me a little bit. And
he did.
Tried to make a play. So it looks like the touchdown's going to count.
Okay.
Touchdown is good.
So be on the assessed on the kickoff.
I don't know if they're saying the coaches are in the way or the players are in the way. If it's the players, I'd say go stand on the track. I think we're not dealing with this.
I think both times they're celebrating the score. They happen to get on the field.
Yeah.
It feels unnecessary. But on that play,
I'm not sure if you guys had a better look on video. Dan, do you know what yard line that was at roughly?
That was roughly the 15, maybe the 10.
So I was further back. So we're not sure. Yeah, no, we'll go.
I don't think our replay is working today, so we've been unable to bring you some of those plays to show you again. But outstanding defense by Tristan Kaiser. I think Kerry on the play, if that backside lineman was coming down on him, I didn't think he saw him. I think he did see him, though. He knew he had to get rid of the ball, and he made a ill-advised throw.
Yeah, I don't know who was bearing down on him. I think it might have been Tarbox there right at the end, and it forced Wagner into he had to do something. You know, it's 4th down.
I didn't. No way. Binkowski has been ejected from the game.
Really?
Big game to be ejected from, but with the score as it is, I think it could be worse. 2:57 to play here. That's a huge turn of events here.
The Gators have all the momentum. They have to make a stop. They don't have to, but if they could make a stop here coming up on this defensive series going into halftime, that's going to be great. Great for them.
Wilfong, shotgun. He's going to keep it. Fouls his blockers. Lots of jerseys. He's in. Wilfong, 2 points.
Is good with 57 remaining in the first half. The Gators lead 38-17.
So a 3-touchdown lead here, 21 points, Doug. Wow. I did not see that coming.
I think it goes back to some of what we were talking about earlier, Kerry. We wanted to see where these teams were from last year. You felt Redbank had the edge, both matchups. Now it seems Gators have maybe surpassed them and quickly become the #1 contenders for the District 9. Wow. What a game.
Yeah, what a game. The sun's starting to peek out.
I suspect Binkowski is arguing his case. Guys are celebrating after a touchdown. Maybe it feels a little ticky-tacky. Guys getting out on the field. It's kind of a normal thing. But the ejection, I'm shocked.
Yeah,
So, Kerry, who's the next man up here for the Gators as far as coaching goes? Who assumes that role?
Well, I think play calling wise, that's
again over the head of 3. I think the sun is in his eyes. He's unable to field that cleanly. Gators swarm to make the tackle.
On the return for the Bulldogs.
About the 27-yard line.
Yeah, 3 guys in there making the tackle. Liam Hover, Isaac Postaway, Tyler Philhart. Might even have been a 4th guy in there. Mason Gordon's in the area. So back to your question, Doug. I believe that Coach Lowry, does the plays. And then to our right over here, I believe that Coach Saltzman, while they're both in the booth here, I believe he calls the defense. So, obviously big decisions are Coach Binkowski's decisions. So I don't know if things just fall to Coach Lowry.
Redbank now really needs a score to keep this from getting totally out of hand. It is not halftime yet. They're a team that can score rather quickly. But if they go 3 and out here, it's going to make things that much more difficult in the second half. They do receive the ball in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think if the Gators go into half, you're happy for about 2 seconds, and then, you prepare for the second half.
Wagner looks left, decides he's going to keep it. Nothing but black in front of him. There's just nowhere to go on that rush. Gators are now handling that rush from Wagner pretty well.
Gain of 5, 3rd and 5.
So if you're the Gators, like I said, you're obviously happy with how things have gone. Probably didn't expect to score 38 points in the first half, but, momentum can change like that. So
3rd and 5 now for Wagner. 5 wide. Looks over the middle of the field. Tight coverage, but 11 makes a great catch and breaks a tackle, gets another 5 yards. We have a man down for the Gators. That's Kaiser. He's getting up slow, but he's up.
On the tackle for the Gators.
I think Kaiser's just tired.
Oh, my gosh.
Bulldogs first down.
He's, all-purpose yards.
So
the guy's going to be about 300.
He's had a pick 6.
In the first half.
A kick return for a touchdown. And he had a rushing touchdown. Did he have a receiving touchdown?
I don't
Not
think yet.
We'll put an asterisk on that.
Shotgun. They're actually going to run it against that line. That's number 4. It's a good gain. That's a good rush. That's Monrayan. Monrayan makes a good run. Minute 42.
Yeah, I know time is of the essence here, but I think, keeping a guy in the backfield to at least show the potential for a run.
Yeah, even a fake. And against a three-man line, that back's going to have a lot of room to work. Ball is dropped by number 11. He's hit immediately. Rather than receivers. Receivers still finding room, but the coverage seems a bit tighter. They're all taking some pretty good shots as soon as they catch the ball.
Yeah, they really are. I was watching You So Young on that play, the left defensive end. Nice little swim technique to get past this guy.
Three-man line for the Gators. 5 wide. That was okay. 5 wide. Wagner scans the field, moves up. Got a defender behind him. Still looking. He keeps it. He's got some room. Going to try to get outside and get out of bounds. Stop that clock. Smart play by Wagner.
Wagner steps out of bounds at the Gator 25.
Trying to conserve time. Works back outside.
And another Bulldog first down.
Yeah, the Gators are just there, but just can't close the gap. Wagner's obviously an athletic kid, and he's able to sneak out of the backfield.
Yeah, Redbank with 2 timeouts remaining, 1:27 to go here. The Gator 24-yard line, 5 wide, looks up top. Got a deep throw. It's a missed route. The receiver comes inside. Wagner wanted him to go outside.
Wagner's pass intended for Minnick is incomplete.
That was the Minnick. Or was it?
Brings up second down, 10.
It may have been a bit of an option route. Receiver saw it differently than the quarterback. 5 wide again.
So this is the defensive set I like to see for the Gators.
Seems like the coverage holds up a little better, Kerry. 3 in motion. Now you got 4 receivers on the left side. Looks like they were going to try to get that screen, but it wasn't there. Now he's got an open guy. The play kind of broke down a little bit when he eluded that pressure. That was number 3.
Wagner finds
Drew Byers.
Bulldog first down.
Yeah, we haven't thought we'd call his name more, but
Byers.
yeah. Drew Byers with a big play. I think it was a screen. The Gators had read it perfectly.
Yeah, they really did.
But when the play broke down, the receiver was able to get downfield.
Yeah, plenty of time here for Redbank Valley.
Under a minute with 2 timeouts left. Short pass. That's minute. Cuts inside. Eludes some tackles. Still on his feet, but takes a shot.
Wagner's pass complete to Minnick.
Clock.
Just short of the goal line.
Clock continues to tick here. No timeout from Redbank. I hear the whistles. Redbank is going to take a timeout now. So Redbank threatening, trying to keep it within reach. A score here, again, is huge because they get the ball after the second half. You're trying to hang around in this game. The poor Allegany head coach has been ejected. I'm just wondering what else we're going to see in a game where we think we've seen almost everything.
Yeah, we really have. I was just thinking, what else are we going to see? It's just been crazy.
I mean, ejections, some penalties, a kick return, an interception return. Gators have had a number of pick sixes this year already. This is probably their 4th one that I can think of.
Yeah.
You had 2 last week.
Yeah, Auburn Bliss had one last week.
Didn't Bliss? Didn't we have one in week 1 as well?
Week 1, I think. This is going to be very difficult here for the Gators to stop this. Redbank Valley has 3 shots to punch it in. They've got 1 timeout, so they can stop it. You know, Port Allegany's big up front. I don't know if you switch back to a 4-man front, maybe cheat up a linebacker or even go 4-man front and put Bliss almost as the 5th guy.
Yeah, but as Redbank, I mean, there is some pressure there. You do have 1 timeout left with 38 seconds. You might call a couple plays here.
So they got a little bunch formation here.
He probably gave the quarterback a couple plays.
This is Wagner over here by himself.
He's just trying to get the first. That was was that Rupp or Huffman?
That must have been Huffman because this is Wagner.
He stopped short.
Yeah, Huffman had it. He didn't get the first. He only
It's
oh yeah. Yep. 3rd and goal.
Clock's going to tick.
This is questionable here.
So now you almost have to pass now.
Final timeout.
Yeah, a little bit questionable on Redbank's side.
Yeah, there was no sense of urgency.
No, it's only 3rd down. You should have probably called 2 plays there and just got up and run the second play, get that 1st down, then take the timeout. I thought Huffman had got it from this angle, but kind of a little trickery from them with Wagner being down here at wide receiver.
So we'll have Jeremy Morey come down and give us his thoughts on the game so far. We were talking pregame. You watch a game like this, and then you try to recap the game, and it's like, what the heck happened? I mean, so much has happened.
Maybe Jeremy's up there taking some notes. There'll be a lot to talk about.
Yes, there will. So it looks like they've got 4-man front. McCurvey, Young, Neely, Tarbox. Probably going to cheat up Bliss.
Just worry about Wagner here, his mobility. He's going to roll right.
Go get him. Go get him.
He's going to keep this. I don't know if he got in. No, he did. They gave it to him.
The quarterback keeper for the Bulldog touchdown.
The pylon went down, but you're not going to get a NFL instant play review on this score, so that touchdown's going to stand.
The Gator Network has made some advancements over the last year. We do not yet have the pylon camera. Not yet.
It is within our reach, though, with that sideline camera. On that one, though, I wouldn't want to look at it again. So, well, yes, we would want to look at it again.
So we're going to kick an extra point. Every point counts here today.
5 seconds to go here before we go into half. Wow, pressure from the Gators.
And the extra point is good.
So a 14-point
5
game.
seconds remaining in the first half. Gators 38.
Probably squib it out if you're Redbank.
Absolutely squib this out. Don't kick it to Kaiser. But if it gets back to some of our up backs on that kick return, they're just as capable of going the distance.
Yeah, you look at, Vayu, Phil Hart. Is that postal weight? And then back deep is Bliss and Kaiser. I might even move Bliss or Kaiser up into that little pocket there. I think that's where we're going to try to drop it. Looks like that's what they're going to do is kind of move things up. Hey, anything can happen here today.
Yeah, you don't risk an onside here. If we recovered, we'd be in scoring distance. Yeah, it's going to get back to our back kick returners. A risky play. Kaiser makes a man miss. Well, he catches back up, and they get him.
Kaiser on the return.
I'm not saying he would have ran him for a touchdown, but I think he had a chance over here on the left-hand side.
Yeah. So the Gators going to half, 38 to the visitors, 24. We have Jeremy coming down. He's going to give a little halftime show. We're going to turn it over to him and enjoy the band in the background.
Good afternoon, Port Allegany, and now presenting the 2024 Redbank Valley Marching Band under the direction of Angelus Ondish, assistant Adam Myers, color guard instructor Haley Barrett, color guard co-captains are Adeline Crawford and Helena Barrett, and drum major Cadence Ingram. Today's performance features the music by Michael Jackson. Our selections include Bad, featuring a solo by Joey Bristol.
Hey, Gary.
Jeremy, what do you think about the first half here?
What a great game of football we got going on here today. Coach Binkowski obviously not out here on the sideline anymore to witness this, but he's got to be very happy with the play. The Gators so far here in the first half. I think if you would have told anybody that we'd have 38 points in the first half against this team, they probably wouldn't have believed you, but would have been ecstatic. So, a great game so far. Two distinctively different playing styles from both these teams. Redbank came out doing exactly what they've been doing all year and last season, throwing the ball. Wagner has looked great vision. It's proven that he's very slippery back there. It's been tough for the Gators to bring him down in the backfield. He's been cornered a few times, and he's just been able to kind of sneak through and deliver a really nice pass. And then on the Gator side, just smash mouth football, continuing to run the ball. Tristan Kaiser with those two huge runs, one on the kickoff, and then that pick six. I think that both teams probably happy with where they're at. We get a lot of shout out to the skill players. You hear a lot of Aiden Bliss called. You hear a lot of the quarterback there.
Nick Wolfong? Braylon Wagner?
Yeah, Braylon Wagner.
Yep.
But what I've noticed is the offensive lines for both teams. Wagner's got all day to throw, and then for Port, we're just opening up holes everywhere for these guys to run. So a credit to both offensive lines playing their guts out today. So they got to be pleased. But, defensively, Port, we got to tackle better. We've had a few missed tackles. We're trying to tackle guys high. And again, Wagner's slippery. But, defensively, overall, 24 points in the first half. Not awful. So.
Yeah, coming into the game, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I wouldn't have stood here and said, I think it's going to be 38-24. I think there's going to be 62 points scored in the first half. This is not quite what I expected. I'm not even sure what I expected. But, great points there that you brought up. I think the Gators defensively they're getting in with the surge, but they're just like a half second away from making a big sack. They've showed that when you pressure Wagner and you're bearing down on him, just like on that play on the far sideline there, it forced him to pass before he wanted to. Kaiser was waiting there, picked it off, showed his speed, took it the other way. Our pal from YDL Sports Network here, Chris Rossetti, doing some stats and some coverage for their website. He said, Port Allegany was averaging 11.3 yards a carry. Now that's even accounting for the 12-yard negative play on the safety. I've been saying to Doug that for people across the district that don't know Tristan Kaiser's name yet, if they don't know him yet, after today, they're going to know him. Yeah. Pick six, kick return for a touchdown, rushing touchdown. If we can just get him a receiving touchdown and maybe even be greedy, get him a passing touchdown. I don't know if that's possible, but he's playing a heck of a game. Aiden Bliss doing Aiden Bliss things. That's kind of what we expect out of him. I remarked to Doug that, these first 2 weeks he's been a lot shiftier than I think we remembered last year. Last year I think I would have just said, pretty good speed and power. And this year he's just showed his shiftiness. It's going to take 2-3 guys to bring him down.
Yeah, absolutely. He's still got the speed and the shiftiness, but then I've seen a few plays here where, he's got a guy on his hips and he's lowering his shoulder and knocking the next guy down and breaking free. What you expect from Aiden Bliss on Tristan's kick return there, it was like the parting of the Red Sea. I thought he was going to come over here towards our side following Aiden.
Yeah, I did too.
Huge hole. You could have drove a Mack truck through it, and he just busted right up the middle. And nobody was catching him. And to your point, if you don't know Tristan Kaiser, you're certainly going to know him after today. He is just speed everywhere. We catch glimpses of it when he does, take a hand off out of the backfield, but you really see him there in the open field.
Yeah, I'm looking at my stat sheet here. I mentioned it earlier, but coming into today, Tristan Kaiser averaging 21 yards a carry. Now trying to think, he had a good long run. He had a couple, maybe his average has come down to about 18 yards a carry overall, but pretty good numbers for Tristan Kaiser.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Port going with that three-man front here, still getting some pressure, but, they're double-teaming our guys, but we're still able to get in there. That one touchdown, a guy wide open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that the secondary is staying home. And I thought they did an incredible job when Tristan did do the pick six. Wagner made a bad decision. I'm sure he wants it back, trying to throw all the way across the field. That's a no-no even in the NFL. And Tristan made him pay for it. So.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, Port Allegany going with that 3-man rush. I like that. They've got 3 men rushing, 3 linebackers. Then they've got either a combination of 3 cornerbacks, 2 safeties, or 2 safeties, 3 or 2 corners, 3 safeties, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. But the Gators are just like a half second away, or just breaking down a little bit and bringing Wagner down. I think you're going to see the Gators. I think one of the linebackers is going to make a pick here. Wagner, he does a great job of hitting those guys coming across the middle on quick slants, skinny posts. Our linebackers, Kaiser on this one play. I remember Aiden Bliss knocked one down. So I just think there's a big play coming from a linebacker, most likely.
Yeah, they're going to have to step up because Wagner, he's just deadly accurate. Every ball he throws is a tight spiral. And only a junior, which is unfortunate that we're going to have to deal with him again next year. But
yeah,
something's just going to have to change a little bit, for Port defensively. But I think you're right. Maybe something over the middle. That seems to be their go-to in hitting these guys on these slants.
Yeah, and one of the things we mentioned pregame was the turnover battle. Port had that one miscue for a safety. Redbank Valley threw the pick 6 there. So kind of trading bad plays there. I think if whoever wins the turnover battle here in the second half is obviously in the driver's seat if you can minimize your mistakes. There's a lot of football left here. I hope that I mentioned earlier. I hope the Gators are happy with where they're at, but just be happy for about 2 seconds because you look across the field and you've got the reigning district champions who've played in a lot of big games. There's a lot of great players over there, and just be happy for about 2 seconds and then go out there and earn it in the second half.
Right, yeah, there's not going to be any quitting in Redbank Valley. Like you said, big games, defending district champion. You got to keep your foot on the gas here. You cannot let up. I felt like Fort might have done that a little bit at the end of the first half, but hopefully they buckle down here in the second. So.
Yeah. Hey, great chatting with you, Jeremy. We're going to turn it over here to the Port Allegany Marching Band. We'll get Jeremy's thoughts after the
I got 9, you got 7. Pay attention when they gave it to us. You only got 7. I only got 9. One more? One more? Yeah.
What?
Winner of the 50-50 is Mark Carlson, and he donated it all back. Thank you, Mark. $318.
All right, we're back to action here. Gators kick it off. Again, a little bit mishandled by the returner. They've had a hard time feeling those kickoffs. It's going to be tackled.
Yeah, Hauver made the tackle. I was watching him,
Brought down by Liam Hobart.
and looked like he was getting held there. So I thought maybe we'd get a holding call and push him back a little bit.
Speaking of Hauver, he had the big pick 6 last week. That was probably a proud moment, Kerry.
Yeah.
We'll start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Just a quick announcement, Kerry. The girls, Port Allegany varsity girls, won the Brockway tournament today, volleyball tournament.
Oh,
so
wow.
congrats to our girls as the Gators are finding success all over the place today. Shotgun for Wagner.
There's three defenders right here.
Still working inside. Bliss is all over that in defense.
Yeah, I think the Gator coaching staff made some adjustments. There were 3 guys here, and I think you're going to have the linebackers take some chances there and maybe get a pick.
Yeah, if Redbank continues to try to force those short passes, Redbank's 4 wide. He got a back in the backfield, like you mentioned. That's Eastlick. He's going to give it to Eastlick, but that's tough going, but a nice run by Eastlick. I mean, he gets probably 4 yards.
Eastlick on the carry.
I think they have to have that balance carry. So the Gators can't just tee off on that pass rush.
Yeah, I just wanted to comment. You know, you mentioned that the girls soccer team won the Brockway tournament. Coming into today, you know, the boys are 4-1 in soccer, girls are 4-0 in soccer, and the boys, you know, football team's 2-0. So, Happy to see all the sports
great.
teams doing well.
Wagner rolls to his left. Eastlick stayed in to help block. That's a sack. The Gators get a sack. Uso, sack man, Young.
I'll tell you what, if you watch the way Port Allegany's lining up, I think they're running a 3-2 with 6 defenders. They've got 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Man, they're daring them to pass.
It's a super dime.
That brings up 4th down, Doug.
4th down. Wow.
Again here with Huffman, make sure he punts it.
Nice adjustments by Saltzman coming into the half. I expected Redbank to show a little more coming out of the half, but that's a low punt, short punt. It's going to be around the Redbank 47. Wow. Kind of a
at the Bulldog 44-yard line.
Slow start for Redbank. Gators will look to
defensively, man.
start to put this away.
I love that adjustment. 3-2, you wouldn't think, but our defensive line is so tough to get past. And then, having 6 guys in the secondary, that takes away a lot of slants and posts and zones, and I like it.
Sackman, Uso Young.
See if the Gators can keep it going here.
I expected Redbank to come out and be a little more down the field approach, more goes and in streaks. Give it to Bliss, works left, powers forward. Strong 8-yard gain.
Forward for a gain of about 8.
Strong run by Aiden Bliss. I was watching Tristan Kaiser. He put his guy on his back. Carson Neely's always working downfield, hitting somebody.
Rain coming down again, hard. Just a back and forth, crazy weather day. It's just going right in line with this game that's been just really had it all.
Yeah, rain for 5-10 minutes, and then sunshine for 5-10 minutes, and
keeps that ball just a little bit slippery. Gators want to take care of it. Don't give them any chances to crawl back in this game. Bliss to the left, cuts it back in.
There he goes.
Works back outside. Strong run up the sideline. Finally pushed out about the 15-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Pushed out of bounds inside the 15.
Aiden Bliss, tap dancing up the sideline, initiating the contact at the end.
Just great. Got a player down for Redbank, but
so 33.
He's just got some of the best feet you'll see on a bigger kid. It kind of reminds me of Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Was a big guy, but he had quick feet. And again, Bliss runs into the first tackler and just sheds him.
So number 33, Connor Caldwell for Redbank Valley, being tended to by the training staff. Hopefully he's okay.
So a little injury timeout. At this time, I just want to mention a few of our viewers who couldn't be here have kind of messaged in. And just want to give them a shout-out. We got Noah Archer watching in Clarion. He's been pretty thrilled with the rushing attack of the Gators. Jim Berlin listening.
Oh, nice.
Just shout out to Jim and, a great football mind and player, Jim Berlin.
Yeah.
And then I had another one, Brockway, Chad Moses. He's down at that Port Allegany volleyball tournament, and he was listening in. So,
yeah, I got one of my fellow youth football coaches, Jeremy Neese, listening in at home. Got a text from my brother-in-law, Davey DeRouche, and Coach Eric Reese from Smethport. I thought they were playing at noon, but they are not. So that game is yet to be made up. That game against Sheffield. Jill Stuckey, I don't want to forget her. She's worked a little bit with the Gator Network.
I think the boom mic is
on or off.
Again, but when you hear it in the headset, it usually means the boom mic's on. We're good now. That's the boom. All right, folks. I don't know how to run this thing in here, and I'm telling you, if you could see this stuff, it's got to be almost just short of flying a plane. Gators are going to look to stretch this lead out here.
I think maybe you'll see Kaiser here with Bliss as a lead block, going around that right-hand side.
Wilfong to Kaiser. You called it. And Kaiser's, He's going to push it up down inside the 5.
On the carry, inside the 5-yard line, down to the 4. It'll set up 1st and goal for the Gators.
Yeah,
First and goal for the Gators.
These are huge points here for Port Allegany, up by 14, trying to extend the lead to 3 touchdowns.
They got another shout-out carry. The godfather of the Gator Network, Sean Lathrop's texted in. He's also listening, watching. What's up, Sean?
Thanks for tuning in, Sean.
Where are you at right now? He would be here if he was home, so I suspect he's out. Those are big drops, Gary. Gators in a tight formation. Fullback gives it to the fullback. That's Bliss. He's really close. It's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Bliss swings for another Gator touchdown.
It was probably the best job Redbank's done of stopping the run. They got bodies on him, and it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, running to that left-hand side. I've mentioned Neely and Young. Tarbox, the center. Obviously, Aiden Bliss running. They're going to get 2-3 yards every time.
The Gators now with 44 to Redbank's 24. Wow.
All right. Actually, we're good. Okay. Randy, stay with
Funk to kick.
switch. Because you want to see the whole action.
It is good. It is good. Funk.
9:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Gators extend their lead to 21, 45 to 24.
If you could say Funk is automatic for the extra point, I would love to see him get a shot at kicking a field goal. He's more than capable.
He really is. And we're going to talk about it until he misses. Then we're going to keep talking about it. And I know people say, oh, man, you're going to jinx him. I don't think it really matters whether we bring it up or not. But he has been automatic all year long. Well, we got a break in the action here. I got Mr. Gary Buxton reached out. He's listening at home and appreciated his support over the years. Superintendent of Port Allegany Schools for 10 years and retired this year and turned things over to Mrs. Paula Newell, who came down from Alaska. And I did a Google Maps on Alaska to Port Allegany. I mean, that would be a reality show just in itself coming from there. It's like a 60-hour trip.
First kickoff to the field cleanly, but the back almost trips. Now he regains his feet, spinning, trying to make something. Gets up to the 28.
Byers on the return.
Byers.
Yeah, Byers just hasn't really been asked to do much. He was a big part of that offense last year. So we'll see if the Gators go back to like that 3-2.
Yeah, that really seemed to confuse Redbank that last series.
Looks like maybe they're back to a 3-3. But you can't do any kind of defense like this without 3 strong defensive linemen like Port Allegany has.
4 wide, man in motion. Wagner looks right. Short receiver, that's number 7. Nick Wilfong is all over it, loses his helmet in the tackle.
Pass complete.
Great job by Nick.
Nick has played great at corner at stopping those short routes all year.
He really has. That was a great tackle. Patrick Krantz down there on the sidelines taking pictures. I hope he got a picture of Nick with his helmet off. Nick knows the protocol. Helmet flew off. He's got to come out for a play. He's going to be ready to come right back in. Freshman Brennan Philhart now in on Huffman here at corner.
That's a challenge right there. If you're Redbank, you're looking for some kind of a matchup. Nice pass over the middle. 11 breaks 1 tackle, looking to try to break away. He'll get tackled by Kaiser after a good game and a first down.
48-yard line, first down, Bulldogs.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Gators maybe take some chances trying to strip the ball there. You don't want to give up too many yards after the catch, messing around trying to poke the ball out. But if take some chances there, that could really.
A lot of time receivers are kind of susceptible to that when they break through the middle. They give it to the back. He's going to get about 4. It's a solid run.
Ran on the carry. Gain of 3. On the stop. Second down, 7.
Redbank coming back to the run game a little bit out of the shotgun. Almost feels a little too late when you know you're down this many points. but they got to run it to try to keep the defense honest. But with that three-man line, you will have success for short yardage. Man in motion. It's Gould. Wagner looking. Boys are closing in on him. He rolls to his right. Pressure from Neely. He's just going to get rid of it. Great job in the secondary. Wagner cannot find an open receiver.
Yeah, that was phenomenal coverage. I was watching Neely. You know, he was bearing down on Wagner, but he took, you know, we always work on the angle of pursuit in football, and he just kind of retreated a little bit, knowing, hey, I'm not as fast as Braylon Wagner. Took a good angle, which forced Wagner to throw it. That was an excellent play.
It's just impressive when you can get pressure with a three-man line. Now we do have we got a blitzer here. That's the safety. Tight coverage. Wilfong's all over it, but a great catch by Huffman.
Yeah, there's not much you can do there if you're Nick Wilfong. He was right in the right spot. Braylon Wagner with a terrific throw, and Huffman just went up and got it. Brings up 3rd and short.
Redbank stays with the short passing game. In a game where they're trailing 6 minutes here to go in the third quarter, if they want to get back in this game, they're going to have to take shots.
4th and 1.
Going to roll left, but we got a pre-snap penalty.
Wow, that's a huge penalty. It was fourth and 1.
Ball start on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a 4th down pre-snap penalty.
That'll make it 4th down and 6.
And I think that goes to show you how much Redbank Valley respects our defensive line. On 4th and 1, rather than trying to pound it up the middle, they're going to roll Wagner out left.
Yeah.
So 4th and 6 now. Big opportunity for the Gators here.
3 wide on the far side.
Here comes Capel. There's Capel.
Capel with the sack. That's it. Gators ball.
Wagner brought down on the play. Number 1, Julian Capel.
Gary, it's just outstanding defensive call. You've been rushing 3 all day. You're getting pressure. You send a more athletic corner in there. The quarterback just isn't ready for that type of player. He thinks he's just going to get out of it.
Yeah, that was a terrific play call. I've been watching the last couple plays. They've been trying to, you know, five guys going against 3. They've been double teaming Carson Neely, and that gives Julian Capel the opportunity to sneak through there. I saw him coming. I'm just so happy they made the play.
Yeah, Capel, a really a likable player, always a bit undersized, but plays with like tremendous heart. A fun kid to root for. Gators now in shotgun. Wilfong, Kaiser right side, got Neely out in front of him. But two defenders snake through, don't get blocked.
Kaiser on the carry.
No gain.
Yeah, Redbank Valley did a great job, you know, sealing that edge. Neely came around and had 2 guys to block, and, you know, what do you do? Wait a minute, we just got a text here from Dave Bartlett watching from Ireland. Boy, he's supposed to be out. There are things to do in Ireland rather than watch the Gator Network. We appreciate the support. But
Dave, the mastermind, he's committed to the stream, the Gator Network.
That's
without a doubt. Inside handoff to Bliss. He powers up the middle. He's on a roll. He's looking to run away.
They're going to call it.
We do have some laundry on the field, but that –
Into the end zone for the Gators.
It is a touchdown. Let's see what the call is. It's probably a hold. You don't have to hold. That's the thing. You don't have to hold. You guys are doing a fine job blocking. That one's going to come back.
That's a hold on the Gators. Negate the touchdown.
So they get some yards.
Yep.
Obviously don't get the touchdown, but
still enough for a Gator 1st down.
so 1st and 10, Doug. So still good opportunity here.
Yeah, I mean, the way the Gators are rolling, it's just keep pounding it. Wilfong under center, gives it to Bliss, works left, spins, dragging 2 guys. Another flag, though.
Bliss on the carry again.
Either
Going to be a short gain of 1 or 2. I want to see what this flag is. Not sure. It's inside. Another hold against the Gators.
I don't want to affect the game plan here, but have we thrown the ball at all? That's pretty amazing that we have not had to throw the ball. We haven't even had to show the illusion that we are not going to run. It's like, hey, we're going to line up, and
which is probably all the more deflating if you're a Redbank fan, because to be beat in such a fashion, not being able to stop the run, which is the most basic element of football, that's hard. That's hard to take. Redbank's going to have to do some adjustments if we should meet again.
So it's like a double bunch.
With the toss forward to Kaiser. He works outside. Going to be just short of the original line of scrimmage.
Wilfong completes the shovel pass to Kaiser.
So they've got like double bunch. It's like
Gain of 9.
it's not strong left, not strong right. You can't really tell which side they're heavy on, and I like that formation.
The Gators, you just take your sweet time sending in these plays. Take that clock under 10, play clock. Wilfong in the shotgun. Wide receivers tight formation. Running back right behind. Pitches out to Bliss. He's got a blocker out in front. Patiently, Bliss works outside. Keeps going. On the sideline.
The ball carrier finally knocked out of bounds.
Just a
inside the 15-yard line down to around 11.
To all his strengths, you add patience in there.
Yeah.
And just give what's coming to you until you have to make it on your own. I mean,
Vayu with a great blocking out of the wide receiver spot. Yuso Young blocking 20 yards downfield. I saw Kaiser blocking.
Wilfong under center. Going to give it to Bliss. Immediately meets a tackle and gets out of it.
Wow.
Just runs over the Redbank defense down to the 1. Their players laying on the field.
Bliss with a powerful run inside the 10. Down to the 1-yard line.
The first guy to get him, I think, is number 4, Monrayan. He had him. He had him by the foot.
Yeah.
But it's just not enough. Bliss pulls out of that tackle.
Bliss broke, 3 tackles on one play there? I mean, what do you do?
He's a special back. One of these backs, when he's all said and done, is going to be one of the best we've seen walk through these halls.
I almost said before the first game of the season, Aiden, I think, had 1638 rushing yards, set the single-season rushing record for Port Allegany last year. He and Peyton Stiles both went over 1,000 yards. I was going to caution our fans to say, don't expect 1639 or more out of Aiden Bliss. I mean, it was very difficult to get to 1638, but boy, the way he's starting off the season, I don't know.
I mean, it's early, but he is on pace for over 2,000, and Kaiser well over 1,000.
Yeah, I was just going to say he's on pace for a lot.
And when you don't pass it all during the game, oh boy, the rushing numbers are going to be.
So I think you'll probably see Kaiser right here, right?
Out of the eye.
Maybe Bliss with a quick hitter, or use Bliss as the blocking back and just give it to Kaiser to shift through there for 1 yard?
Get Kaiser in the end zone. Yep, we're going to go Kaiser. He breaks it inside, fights, and he's going to get in.
Kaiser in the end zone for the Gator touchdown.
Gator touchdown. They are rolling on Redbank today. 51 before we get the extra point. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's about all I can say sometimes is wow. I mean, to score 50-plus against Redbank Valley with 3:23 left in the third quarter.
I mean, you look at the schedule at the beginning of the year and you say, yes, Redbank, that's going to be our toughest game. And then they come out here and put a 50-burger up. Funk with another extra point.
And the extra point by Funk is good.
Funk, Mr. Automatic.
3:23 remaining in the third quarter. The Gators lead 52-24.
Well, our pal Dave Bartlett over in Ireland, as we mentioned, went to the England-Ireland soccer game. England, unfortunately, I'm an Irish fan. England won 2-0. Said it was the most unbelievable, intense atmosphere. That's on my bucket list. Either a rugby game. And, speaking of rugby, I see Miska Young sitting in front of us. He's going to play a little rugby for St. Bonaventure.
Yeah. Old Miska was built for rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him drag some people around.
So for the Gators, like I said, I don't think we've passed once.
Yeah, at this point.
So just keep doing what you're doing.
If you want to work on something, you surely could take the time now, Kerry, or just don't show any more. You know you'll probably run into this team again.
Yeah,
Funk to boot it.
I think there's other games to work on that type of stuff. I think you just stick with what works so far. And
yeah. Eastlick to carry. Got a good return so far. Gets into traffic. Staying on his feet, though. Refuses to go down.
Return for the Bulldogs.
Going to get up to about the 32. See what Redbank wants to do. I mean, time. They're losing time here.
Yep.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line.
You know, and even coming into the game, Redbank Valley is going to try to pass a lot, but now it's must pass. And Port Allegany can just pin its ears back. Defensive line goes, and the linebackers can drop into those little hook zones and try to pick off some screens and quick slants and things of that nature.
That Hoover in the game, the other safety.
Well, never mind. I say that and they run it. So.
Yeah.
On the carry.
They their body language is not good.
So
I think they just want to get out of the stadium today and look towards next week and regrouping. 3-man line. Man in motion, 7. Wagner scans his field.
Right there.
He gets picked off by Bliss. Tried to stick it in there. Gary, you said it. They're squeezing that route. And yet Redbank just stays with it. Bliss had enough. You called it.
In 2024, these kids have huddle. They get to watch other teams' games. They get to watch their own games. So credit to the kids that put in the time to watch video. I see my son, watching video. I've seen some of the other kids watching video. That's how they learn these things. Back in the old days, someone had to go with a VHS camera on their shoulder, put it on a VHS tape.
Fast forward.
Mr. Riley next to me, he was one of those guys that had to go do that.
Rewind.
Now with technology, hey, if you put the time in, the data's out there. So credit to Aiden Bliss to watch and film. And
Will Fong to Bliss now, dances right, dragging a character, spinning.
Bliss on the carry inside the 40.
It was 53 for Redbank.
Gain of 3, second down 7.
Riley Byers. Just realized there's 3 Byers on this squad. Aiden Byers, number 89. We have the Wyatt Byers. And Riley Byers. Shotgun. Wilfong, 2 backs. Gives it the little scissors play, gives it to Kaiser. Kaiser breaking away, going down the sideline. Continues to stay on his feet, finally pushed out after a
Kaiser, the ball carrier.
big gain.
Yeah, great run there by Tristan Kaiser. Good blocking downfield.
20-yard line and a Gator first down.
I was waiting for that yellow flag to come dropping out on the field, and I saw yellow, but it was Tyler Philhart's shoes. So thankfully, just some really cool, colorful shoes and not a penalty flag.
Yeah, they are quite yellow.
And Vayu used to have the orange shoes. He looks like he switched to white. So
Will Fong going to give it to Bliss, coming left. Bliss is going to break free outside here. He's got one man to beat. Breaks that tackle, and he's in. Another touchdown for the Gators.
Gator touchdown.
Gators up another score. What'd they have last week, Kerry? They got a shot.
So it was 73-6 last week.
They are creeping
Yeah,
towards another ridiculous number.
This is not the team you let up on. You got to keep going.
Sir. No,
These
sir.
guys can score. They can score fast.
No, sir. Funk for the extra point.
And the extra point by the
I-
Panthers is good.
I don't even have to say it.
37 remaining in the third quarter. The Gators lead 59-24.
59-24 here with 1:37 to go in the third quarter. We got a whole nother quarter of action. Redbank, I would think, as deep as their bench is, and they got a lot of kids, you may start seeing some kids coming in. Same for the Gators. It is a lot of time left.
So the Gators. So mercy rule. Did you ever think that we'd be in a mercy rule situation here against Redbank Valley?
No. Like we said, 3 out of the last 4 years. 3 out of the last 4 years, Redbank has been the team to beat. It's looking like that time is over.
Gators haven't faced a third down on offense.
Funk to boot it. Solid kick. Going to go to number 11. He handles it cleanly. He's got a backer with him. That's number 3. He's immediately hit, spins out. He's going to go down at the 23-yard line.
Group on the return. Ball spot at the 23-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs.
Gapel in the game. Hover in the game. That's your dime look.
Yeah.
Gators just sticking with it. Bliss stays back. Middle linebacker. Going to continue to read Wagner's eyes here. They're going to give it to the running back. That's Eastlick. He's going to get a good gain and a first down.
Eastlick on the carry for the Bulldogs. And that is enough for a first down.
Trips to the near side. Wagner in shotgun. Going to roll to his right. Finds number 11 on a nice little route there. A crosser. He goes down after a big gain and a first down.
On the reception from Wagner inside the Gator 50-yard line.
It's a little slow to get up. That's Rylan Rupp.
First down.
It's a good catch and run.
So clock's ticking here in the third quarter. Doug, this might be the last play.
That'll be another first down, Gary.
And that brings the third quarter to an end.
That's the end of the third quarter.
59-24.
The score, 59. The visitors, 24. Cool. Sorry, talking to myself there. Cool is the temperature today.
Yeah, so as we're heading into the fourth quarter here, we've talked about this is a crazy game. A lot of things have happened that are just unusual. The weather,
Take this opportunity
mercy ruling.
to mention the names of the cheerleaders. Captain Lillian Reed, Manager Serenity Schroll, Savannah Hart, Sophia Behringer, Phoenix Kilmeyer, Bella Schaefer-Laniger, Madeline Laniger, Trinity Hamilton, Mila Senna, Rashea Johnson-Graves, Alexis Bennett, And coaches Terry Austin, Alexis Reed, and Madison Kotlitz.
I think Kerry, now with this fourth quarter, with the lead you have, if you can start to work these younger guys in,
Yeah.
you kind of want to protect guys from an injury at this point. You're not the deepest team. We just don't have the numbers. I think you'll see the Gators maybe start to work some guys in.
Right. Yeah, it's a good opportunity too.
And same for Redbank. I mean, unless they can score. I mean, it happens. Gators scored 30 in a fourth quarter. Nice run by Eastwick. Almost had the ball strip, but
Eastwick on the carry, brought down by Bliss.
So back to what I was saying there, to be in a situation where you're in
Gain of
a
5, second down 5.
mercy rule situation against Redbank Valley. Scoring total combined scoring of 83 points, and Coach Justin Biankowski tuning in from his classroom. I don't think those are things we had on our bingo card.
Wagner
Just an unusual game.
Who Carson was coming down. He's got a man. That's number 3. He broke the defense there.
Wagner's pass.
Drew Byers. That
Bulldog touchdown.
I mean, I expected more of those plays earlier as the game started to get carried away. Redbank is definitely capable of quick strike.
Yeah, and I think if you're the Gators, maybe mixing in Brennan Philhart a little bit here to, get him some work. I think there's a little pent-up frustration from last year. Sportsmanship, but I think this is a team that, you want to show them who's boss, and hopefully the tide has turned for the Gators. And
Extra point by Frisco is
I don't think you hold.
22 remaining in the ball game. 59 to 31 is your score.
I don't think you wholesale, do a mass sub situation.
7-yard drive.
If you want to sub at quarterback, maybe sub it. Sub a couple guys here and there, but to put in a JV style offense, I say just keep it going. These Redbank Valley can score. They showed it right there, and if you take the foot down off them.
And we've seen 30-point fourth quarters. If you think back to that playoff run the Gators had 3 years ago, that was as crazy as it gets. It can be done.
Maybe an onside situation here. I don't know if Redbank Valley wants to try something.
I mean, they have just as good a chance of getting that as stopping Aiden Bliss, and maybe more likely to get an onside kick because stopping him has been impossible.
They're going deep.
Nice deep kick. Bliss is going to take it at the 1. It's got Kaiser in front of him. It takes a few guys to bring him down, but he's down at the 28, 29-yard line.
Bliss on the return. At the 24-yard line.
So the kickoff rules have changed in the NFL, where now they've tried to make it safer. They've put the two teams down. What are they, 5 yards apart? And a lot of things might trickle down to the college level and then eventually the high school level. If we can keep kids safe, I think it's a good move. It'll be interesting to see how this NFL season goes with, how that changes the game. This looks like Philhart is in now. That moves Wolfong over to X.
Now you're getting 4 wide from the Gators. Fayu now is going to take it on the behind the line. He's going to get a gain of 1.
That was
double pass to Vayu. Gain of 2. Second down 8.
So Vayu was one of my X factors. Pregame I talked about Kaiser. I talked about Vayu. We knew Bliss was going to get his yards. I don't think we quite expected him to have the performance that he's had. He's made it look easy, frankly. But I think every opportunity that Vayu gets, just helps the depth of this, skill group.
Philhart with Bliss in the backfield. Gonna give it to Bliss, left side. Good carry for Bliss. Gets him up to maybe a 3rd and
Bliss on the carry.
3rd and 7 maybe.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. My bad.
I think you have an opportunity here. Maybe, you've ran all day long. I think maybe a sneak, value here, throw it deep.
Yeah, a little play action. That ball goes between Phil Hart's legs, and Bliss is going to recover it for a
Fumble on the snap.
5-yard loss.
By Bliss. That'll bring up 4th down and 9.
4th down for the Gators. We have not punted yet today. We have not punted once.
Yep. And here's our jack of all trades here. Carson Neely's going to do some punting for the Gators.
Neely to punt.
Redbank, nobody really deep here. I mean, if you Redbank, this is a play where you can get it. You can have a quick return. It's another quick score. That punt was it blocked? That was blocked by Jackson Huffman.
Neely's punt fielded at the Gator 29-yard line.
I was watching Huffman on that pre-snap because I saw, Bliss is in the backfield and, you're coached to block the guys inside out. And, I didn't see everybody on that play, but maybe somebody came in the middle, which forced Bliss to step in, which allowed Huffman, free reign there. The Gators coaching staff will take a look at that and maybe, tighten things up for next week to not be so spread out, just kind of a max protect situation.
Short field here for Redbank. See if they can capitalize. Again, triplets up top. Wagner, nice pass. Got an open receiver just like that. They score again. That's Rylan Rupp.
Finds Root for the Bulldog touchdown.
Redbank touchdown with 8:26 to go here. So 2 really quick scores from Redbank, making this seem a bit closer.
Yeah, just like that. That's why we were talking about, do you sub down? I say nope, not against a team like this.
No, until their backups come in, probably leave yours out.
You don't show your cards until they show theirs, and if they got their starters in, we're keeping ours in.
Fricko with the extra point.
Extra point by Fricko is good. 8:26 remaining. 59-38 Gators.
So the Gators lead 59 to Bulldogs 38 with 8:26 to go here.
So a 3-touchdown lead here. Took a little wind out of the sails of the Gators. Back to my what I was saying last kickoff. Do you see an onside kick? Do you really want to keep kicking it to Bliss and Kaiser? You know what they can do. Maybe you just drop it here in the middle and try to run it down. And if you don't get it, you give the ball to the Gators at 35 or 40. That's really not that bad of a situation.
We'll see how they kick this here. Fricko getting that ball set. Where's he going to put it?
Yep, kind of
Just
what
a bouncer. Did go off a Gator here. If that bounces any differently, a little bit of a close call there. Went off the hands of a Gator. Gators were able to cover it.
Recovered by Isaac Postaway.
Yeah, I think that's a great decision by Redbank Valley to do that.
That ball bounces a little bit differently.
Gators will start 1st and 10 from their own 34.
We'll see how the Gators do this. I mean, if you're the Gators, you're looking for a, 8-minute drive. Ended at the other end.
Yeah, ideally like an 8-minute, 21-second drive, something like that. Whatever you got in the playbook there.
We used to get some chants going in the stands. 8-minute drive, 6-minute drive, put it away. Phil Hart gives it to Kaiser, following his up back. Kaiser's going to break away. Kaiser's got one man to beat. And he's going to make it. Kaiser, what a game. Kaiser, you're looking at, that's your Jim Kelly Player of the Week.
Yeah.
I mean, what a game.
We could put a plug in here to Chris down.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
It's a done deal.
Yeah.
Player of the Week,
Yep.
Tristan Kaiser is stacking up the yards. Every time he touches it, he's going the distance.
Yeah, all-purpose yards. It's unbelievable.
That's kind of – I was thinking more of an 8-minute drive. It was like an 8-second touchdown.
Yeah, if you could do that, then you scrap the 8-minute drive and just go with
right. We'll take it.
But his speed, as soon as he broke through there,
you could see it. You could see it.
you see him close. You know, they're close, but then he has that separation speed where,
Remaining in the game. The
Yeah.
Gators lead it 66-38.
Yeah, I think it was Minnick. You think that maybe he has a chance,
right?
and he makes, an attempt to make that little trip tackle, but Kaiser's got another gear that's out of this world.
So a combined 105 points here. It's not quite what I expected, but that's why we watch. Never know what's going to happen.
66-38, 7 minutes to go. You kind of get the feeling each team's probably going to score 2 more times.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
And again, once again, the rain is falling.
or 34, 104. Sorry, my math was off there. 104.
Funk to boot it. High kick to around the 15. It's going to bounce to the back. That's number 3. He breaks the tackle and then falls forward at the 33.
Fires on the return. Tackle at the 32-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I want to see the stats on this game. Wagner, shotgun. Eastlick to his left. Trips. Far side. Going to hand it off to Eastlick. Meets a host of Gators. Gets a short gain. 2-3 yards.
Eastlick on the carry. Gain of 2, second down 8.
Who we got next week, Kerry?
At Brockway.
Brockway. So, another game that it's a type of a test. I don't know if they have the passing game of Redbank, but they have a solid passing game, and they've looked good. Now, Redbank handled them pretty easy, it seemed. Wagner eluding the rush, as he has done well all night. He's got a man out there. It's Minnick. He was behind the secondary.
Wagner's pass intended for Minnick. Incomplete.
Yeah, the Gator cornerbacks and safeties just do not let anybody behind you. You know, even if you have to give up a little bit in front of you, do not let them behind you. You've got a, 28-point lead right now.
Tarbucks comes out to get a much-deserved breather.
So who's that bring in on the line there?
Is it 52? I can't tell.
Gavin Moses.
See, he play on the line?
Well, he's a linebacker typically. I kind of like that move because he's a little more athletic.
For the rush, yeah. Let's see what he does here.
He at least has an opportunity to chase down Wagner. Not saying he's going to get him, but he's going to at least close the gap a little quicker than some of the guys.
Timeout, Redbank. I like that capable blitz. I like bringing in that whether it's a corner or safety. I think you really caught Wagner off surprise on that one play.
Yeah. Well, last year we commented on it. Every time Kaiser blitzed, it seemed like something good happened.
Yeah.
And obviously he has the speed. I think you send him and see what happens.
Yeah, Kaiser's really been doing it since he came in as a freshman. He got the chance to play right away. He was such a quick outside linebacker. He really helped the team that year, is that he was a speed rusher when he came in. And Brockway on their turf, they're going to throw it around as well.
Yeah, they really are.
And they have a new quarterback this year. Wagner, shotgun, Eastlick to his left, trips again, far side. He looks left for man-to-man. He's got a man underneath. He catches it, goes down. That's number 7.
Wagner's pass complete the Gould.
Carson Gould. Move the
Their Bulldog first down.
Move the chains, 5:48 and ticking.
45-yard line.
Yeah, Doug, and we mentioned that game down in Brockway next Friday. Chris Rossetti and the team at YDL Sports Network, they're going to be broadcasting the game. They've done a fantastic job covering high school sports, and if you want to tune in, look them up on YouTube.
Carson. Oh, boy. Sorry, Kerry. Yeah, he almost got there. Carson was standing up on the end position, beat his man outside, and I thought he was going to have a sack for sure. But Wagner got rid of the ball, was a little bit overthrown. Shotgun again, trips far side. Pressure coming. That's Yuso. Gets his hands up. Then the corner or safety. I think it may have been the no, it's Kaiser knocks the ball away.
Pass intended for Huffman is incomplete. Broken up by Tristan Kaiser.
Yuso was coming in with his arms up.
Yeah, there was some plays early on I noticed him not putting his hands up, and I think that's just that extra thing. I mean, he's getting good pressure, and if he can put his hands up, he's a big, tall kid that.
We get in the passing lane. 3rd and 10 here. Wagner drops back. Pressure inside. Neely almost gets there. Good play by the corner. In position, breaks it up.
Wagner's pass intended for Roop is incomplete. Burgess in coverage for the Gators.
Burgess breaks it up.
Brings up 4th down.
4th down for Redbank. Looks like they're going to punt with 3:50 to go. I think you can expect the same kind of the approach from the punter there with the option.
Yeah, and if he rolls right, at least you've got Kaiser on that edge to kind of protect things.
That is the wide side of the field. Nope, it's just straight up punt. Going to be low and short. Got to bounce out to the 20, the 18. The 16. No.
Punt down inside the Gator 20-yard line at the 18.
Yeah, that was.
Gators now will take the ball here. Score remains 66-38. 3:25 left to go in the 4th.
So Phil Hart remains in at quarterback. That's going to give him some good quality reps here. That pushes Wilfong over to the Z position, which is good. It's good to have 2 quarterbacks that are capable of taking snaps.
Phil Hart gives it to Bliss left side. He's got some room. He gets out to past the first down marker. Gets yanked down. Almost looked like a horse collar. Maybe he had the shoulder.
On the carry. And a Gator first down. Brought down at the 39-yard line.
First down Gators. Clock continues to tick. Under center for Phil Hart. Going to give it inside to Bliss. Whew. He was kind of tied up there. I didn't like how he went down, but a good gain. It's going to be second and short there.
After a play like that, it kind of scares you a little bit as a Gator fan, so maybe now's the time to
yeah. Let's
make the switch.
See those other backs. He just looked like his leg was extended. You see last night's game. I don't know if you're able to see it, but the Packers quarterback going down, it looked pretty serious.
I saw the headline that he got hurt. Was it last play of the game?
It was an awkward tackle. Pitch outside to Kaiser. Gets the first down. And a little bit more for Kaiser.
Kaiser the ball carrier and a Gator first down.
I don't think Redbank will take a timeout here if the Gators wanted to start taking a knee. And they are. They're in the victory formation. The Gators are going to get out of here. The Swamp, the 66-38.
Yeah, so I'll make another plug there for next Friday. Tune into the YDL Sports Network as they broadcast the Port Allegany Brockway game. So tune in, root the Gators on, and we appreciate everyone tuning in for today's game. We're going to stick around and interview Jeremy Morey's going to interview a few people. We're going to grab 3-4 kids. Why not? We'll hang around here, talk football all night if we have to. They're just, Kaiser's probably the player of the game, but Bliss has had a great game. The line has done tremendous. This is just an incredible game. When you think back in Gator history, this will be one you remember.
Oh yeah.
Gators a winner here today, 66-38.
Man, oh man. Guys, and get an interview. So just stand by.
Okay, we're here live post-game in the press box after a tremendous win here for the Gators over the Redbank Valley Bulldogs. We have seniors Carson Neely and Yuso Young with us. Fantastic game, guys. I'm sure it feels great after last year's District 9 championship game lost down in Redbank. Did any of that kind of factor in for you guys prepping this week?
Yeah, that definitely it stung us. They sent us home last year, and we remembered that. And we were just thinking about our brothers that left us last year that were seniors, and we were just motivated as ever to go out here and perform tonight.
Yeah, and you guys did a tremendous job on senior day. That's got to feel good. Everybody here, great turnout. Little problems getting in there to Wagner. Great defensive stand from you guys, but a great offensive line that you guys just faced. What can you tell me about trying to get in there and get Wagner down?
Honestly, he's a slippery quarterback, great athlete. It's tough when we can only rush 3, but we figured it out in the end. We got pressure. We did what we had to do.
Yeah, great pressure, even bringing 3. Very slippery. I thought you guys had him a couple times, and he was just able to weasel his way out. Kind of a big hit for you guys. I mean, you never missed a beat, but Coach Binkowski gets ejected, with sideline infractions. You able to talk to him or play into you guys at all, a little bit more motivation, go out and win this for Coach since he's not able to be on the sidelines?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Coach, he does a lot for us. We respect him. We love him. He does so much for us. And with him not being out there on the sideline with us, that definitely was all right, we got to do this for Coach. This is for him.
Yeah, great. Well, great win, guys. Thanks for coming up and doing this. Congratulations. Huge win. They were number 4 in the state for single A. So I think that's going to change. You guys changed a lot of people's minds about Port Allegany football today. So congratulations. Big win. Thanks. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bringing in Aiden Bliss and Tristan Kaiser. All right, guys. Hey, great win. We just talked to Yuso and Carson on the defensive stand. Tough to get, to Wagner. Tristan, breakout game. I mean, you were running all over the place. I'm surprised you're able to breathe. Tell us what you kind of were seeing. I mean, that huge kickoff return. I thought you were going to be following Aiden, and then just the parting of the Red Sea, it just opened up.
Yeah, there was always a big gap there on the left side that I just couldn't get away from. The lineman up front really made some big holes up front. There was everywhere to run. The field was everywhere. Yeah, you guys, just ran all over the place. Aiden, continuing what we've been seeing last year and this year, power-nosed football. Probably can't give enough credit to the guys up front, but what do you want to say about today's performance?
Oh, yeah, just like you said, couldn't give enough credit to the guys up front. They block every single play really hard. Again, the receivers, especially our slot guys this week, I felt like I had a huge role blocking, and those were some of the biggest holes I've seen all season, maybe in my career. That was a special performance by our blocking, and I'm very proud of that.
Yeah. Well, this team sent you guys home last year out of the District 9 title game. What's that feel like to send them all the way back down to New Bethlehem with a healthy loss?
It's the best feeling of my life.
Yeah.
There's no words to describe that right there.
Yeah, fantastic job, guys. We asked Carson and Yuso. Coach gets, ejected there with the sideline infractions. And how did that play into you guys, preparing in the second half? Coach Binkowski's not on the sidelines now. He's got to sit up in the school and watch. So
we know how to get through adversity. We're ready for stuff like that. It was unfortunate. We did what he would expect us to do. Keep playing, get through it, let it exit your mind. Kind of compartmentalize with that and get over it. And we had other coaches that stepped up and led us to a victory.
Yeah. Well, you guys did a fantastic job. Port Allegany Power Nose football just continues. Great passing attack out there, though, today. Great pick by you. What were you guys seeing defensively?
Just a lot of time out there. He had all the time in the world, but guys just stayed back, didn't come up on him. As long as you play that good, there's nothing he can do.
Yeah,
he's a great athlete.
He's a dog.
He's one of our best competitors, one of the best competitors I've ever played with or against. And we prepare for that. He's going to make plays. They're going to make plays. They're a good football team, and it's just about getting over that and keeping moving forward.
Yeah. So. Well, great win, guys. Thanks for coming up and doing the interview. We just told the last two that were in here, they were number 4 in the state for single A. So I think that the rankings are certainly going to change after this shellacking that you guys did. Back-to-back tremendous wins. Thank you, guys, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks.